first break.
I mean, when would I have?
No, right.
I can barely say anything with you running off like an auctioneer.
I just listen.
You start, and it's stand back. You get in the way.
I was doing the introducctions.
You sure
That's
as hell were.
Chick's job.
For 7 minutes.
He never does it.
Yeah, he does.
The music started, and for 20 seconds, he was reading something in his computer.
No, be fair. You said 30 seconds first time through. Now, which was it? It was neither. It was 2 seconds.
You don't give him an opportunity.
And I have to breathe.
Are we going to have to go back to the tape?
Oh, yeah. In this case, yes.
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
I bet it's all of 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That's in radio. That's dead air. All the computers shut down.
4 seconds?
No, I don't mean a 4-second pause.
Did you see
this?
This?
4 seconds of him talking.
It's dead air. All the computers shut down.
He didn't Mary Mack it.
There was no pause.
Very funny. I was going to say, as I continue the introductions, that we have Josh Arnold. You'll find Josh at the IHateStevenSinger.com site and share. He's wearing my favorite shirt today, looking extraordinarily handsome.
Oh, thank you very much.
I thought the red was your favorite shirt.
No, I like the dark blue. That's kind of a bluish green.
Are you wearing the glasses that match?
There's no green?
I am, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You look very nice. This is also the home of the Straight Talk Hotline. If you'd like to find out what's going on with us, please listen for the Straight Talk Hotline. I've got a feeling we'll be hearing from various people on the Straight Talk Hotline today.
All right.
As usual. Now, you can also reach us via email. Josh, how does one do that?
Oh, email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Okay, we'd love to hear from you. We've got a lot of letters to get to, a lot of fascinating things in the news yesterday, and some stuff to catch up with. The sports teaser, please. The sports teaser.
Oh, okay. Thursday Night Football, Raiders and the Chargers. Chargers getting 3. You're worried.
We got 4 defensive starters out.
The Ravens have placed wide receivers, the hero for Monday night, Marquise Brown, Mile Boykin, and James Proch. They tried to approach him, and they said, "You're sitting this week." He has COVID, evidently, coughs a lot, can't see, eyes are bleeding. Their status uncertain for Sunday's game. Brown or Marquise scored a key touchdown Monday night. NFL owners talking about implementing 17-game regular season for 2021. Of course, they can't do it this year because it's a mess. Baltimore Ravens quarterback on Monday night famously, according to some reports, used the bathroom instead of just had some cramps during the Ravens-Browns game. But word on the street is, and specifically here in the studio from Tom, he had to rush to the bathroom because he had a raging case of diarrhea.
When your football team's behind and your bowels are in a bind, diarrhea.
Well, a company stepped forward. They want to put a bidet in the Ravens locker room because they say it's much cleaner, more sanitary.
All right.
So and the Ravens had to have trouble with COVID this year. That's for sure. There are college football teams now lining up to withdraw their team from consideration for a bowl game. This is the college football players. This isn't the top 4 they play for the national championship. These are just bowl games, and their team's saying, look, we've got too many COVID concerns. Take our name out of that for the bowl game. I'll tell you who that is coming up.
Okay.
And also Todd Gurley in a toilet wrestle. Yeah, that's right. Toilet wrestling.
Toilets.
Coming up.
Toilets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know my audience.
Oh, Christy, that's where the poop and pee go.
Yeah.
I know. Believe me.
Mostly the poop.
Well, for you guys, yeah.
Well, Josh keeps it mostly.
Wait a minute, where are you
jars in his garage?
You pooping on the floor?
No, I mean,
like that for a while.
girls have to do both in the toilet. You don't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah, well, I like to go outside.
I know.
Once again, if you haven't seen Hillbilly Fire Department with the woman putting the fire out.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
One of the audio highlights of yesterday's show involved the Cameo. You want to explain real quick what Cameo is, Josh?
Sure, yeah. You can get custom videos made from some of your favorite A, B, C, or D celebrities.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you could also have me or Josh do one.
Yes.
And this is the best publicity they've ever had. But Smoky Robinson was asked to do one. A couple of men asked him to do one for his mother of the Jewish faith, a tribute to Hanukkah. And, well, here's what Smoky said.
Hey, Margot, how you doing? Surprise, surprise. This is Smoky Robinson. I know you didn't expect to hear from me, but I was contacted by your sons, Jeff and Jared, and they wanted me to wish you happy Chanukah. I have no idea what Chanukah is, but happy Chanukah because they said so. Anyway, God bless you, babe.
So embarrassing.
And enjoy Chinooka. Have a wonderful time.
Say it one more time.
I kind of like the pronunciation of Chinooka, and I wonder if it's more accurate. I don't know. And if you would go back many, many years, there is apparently a part 2 to this story.
Oh, really?
Mr. Robinson has been contacted, and I'm not exactly sure where it stands right now, but we will find out. Right now, I mentioned that Josh Arnold. Did I mention Josh Arnold is here?
You did, thank you. Yeah,
Josh and his band, The Consensuals, have a couple of great new songs we'll be hearing today. I certainly look forward to that. But he is sitting at the IHateStevenSinger.com desk and chair. And because Christmas is here, the holidays are here, whatever you want to celebrate, Steven Singer has something that'll help you out, because jewelry, always a good thing. Now, how about this one? The Star of Love diamond necklace. A stunning diamond star necklace dripping in real sparkling diamonds with an open heart in the center. This beautiful necklace is $128. Get it done today. You really have to work on this today, because the shipping lanes are getting crowded. So be part of it by doing it right now by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Order with confidence, because if you get it ordered before about 2 o'clock Eastern time, it usually goes out that day. Once again, IHateStevenSinger.com. Can't go wrong with jewelry. They've got all kinds of it there. And Christmas is what, a week away?
Yeah,
Christmas
week
Thursday?
tomorrow.
Okay. So I would do this right now. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Show her how much you love her. I'm telling you, this is going to be a big one. You're going to write us a letter saying, thank you, she loved it. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, Chick McGee at the sports desk, and a special edition of the Bob and Tom Players. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, good morning. Mark Allison with you. Thursday, December 17th, 2020. You're listening to the Bob and Tom Show. On the way, our West Coast mountain correspondent, Al Jackson, will be zooming in, co-host of the nationally syndicated daytime talk show, Daily Blast Live. That's Al Jackson later this morning, and comedian Rob Haney. Your dog's a big liar. That's Rob Haney on the way on a Thursday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Ludacris will appear on a special edition of The Price is Right. He will play to help contestants win prizes and benefit his Ludacris Foundation. That special will air on January 13th on CBS. Chance the Rapper will decorate cookies, sit in front of a fireplace, and rap about Christmas. His holiday special is called Chi-Town Christmas. It airs tomorrow on Instagram, YouTube, and in virtual reality on Oculus. And singer Randy Owen of Alabama will be the honorary co-chair of the World Games 2022, which are going to be held in Birmingham, Alabama. He'll be part of the opening and closing ceremonies. Charles Barkley also is a co-chair. The World Games are patterned after the Olympics, but showcase athletic events not part of the Olympics. Among those, parachuting, bowling, flying discs, dance sports, and surfing. And the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is boasting of the success of Truman. Who's Truman? Well, he's a black Labrador retriever, and he's trained to sniff out pythons. Wildlife officials trained him and another dog to detect a python scent and alert their handlers when they do. Last week, Truman became the first to pass the literal smell test when he spotted an 8-foot Burmese python in Miami-Dade County. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why was the snowman rummaging through a bag of carrots?
Why was the snowman rummaging through a bag of carrots?
He was picking his nose.
Great.
Let me tell you something. It could be the time of year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for Josh Arnold's joke of the day. Since he did not approve of Ace's joke, go ahead.
Guy goes to the doctor. Doctor says, "What can I do for you, sir?" He goes, "Well, I've got 5 penises." Guy goes, "What? You have 5 penises? My gosh, how do your pants fit?" Guy goes, "Like a glove."
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Roger Naylor is our guest from the Ohio Valley. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember. Is your wife a cop?
Yeah, it's not the traditional job like we were talking about. I mean, it is very, very romantic. We met at a Dunkin' Donuts. So. She hates that joke.
I'll bet she does.
It is a weird job for a woman to have, but it has its advantages. I mean, what other job can you think of where the woman comes home every single night with handcuffs? So,
sure.
We got a little game we like to play called Held for Questioning. On the downside, my wife carries a gun.
Oh, good point.
Which makes PMS a whole different ball game at my house. Our toilet seat stays down. I take no chances. I pee in the tub or out in the yard. I don't even mess with it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, my wife is a cop. It's very weird being in bed with a cop. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be in the middle of making love to your wife and all of a sudden you hear, "What's your hurry, pal?" Do you know why I stopped you? Do you know how fast you were going? I gotta wear a radar detector on my wiener. It's a fuzzbuster.
Hey, 620 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Tom.
You got some weather for us?
I do. Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Cloudy today, look for a high of 32. Some clearing overnight down to 24. Then partly cloudy and 40 on Friday. 29 now.
And thank your lucky stars for not getting the 6 feet of snow hitting lots of places.
Northeast, yeah.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here. A quick check of the roster. Ace, Sparky, turn your mic on.
That's right.
That's Chick McGee
Mr. Adept, I'm sorry. Give me a lesson later. Will you? Huh?
You know I like it in the face. What?
I said, you like it in the face.
Oh, that was something. Okay.
I just hit a random button like you do.
Okay, sorry. There's Josh over there.
Hi.
Christy.
Hi.
Pat. Hi. Ace. Willie. Did I get everybody? This is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're happy to be here today, and we have some sports to get to. Coming up, the Bob and Tom Players, another live, unrehearsed hunk of something from us on the way. So now, what do you got over there at the sports desk, Senior?
Baltimore Ravens have been having trouble with this virus. Have you heard about it? Have you seen this? Have you heard about it? The virus, the COVID? Have you seen this thing? Have you seen this thing? It's amazing. People are getting sick. We got a vaccine now, but they can't get it to me. Ravens have now placed three of their wide receivers, the most widest of their receivers, Marquise Brown, Miles Boykin, and James Proch on
Boykin.
COVID list. You said Boykin, I said COVID. What the? Anyway, those guys can't play because they're sick. Brown was the hero on Monday night, beating the Cleveland Browns in the last minute with Lamar Jackson, who had a diarrhea problem because he had COVID the earlier in the week.
Well, we don't know that it was a diarrhea problem.
No, we don't. We just had to go to the bathroom.
We sure do. Tom said it, therefore.
I saw the way he was sort of jogging.
Oh, yeah,
He did kind of
and
look
the
like
way
he
he
was
waved
holding-
that guy, get out of my way.
He didn't have the.
He was gone an awfully long time into that locker room.
Yeah, but it wasn't even
45
bathroom
minutes.
related at all. I thought it was a cramp.
Yeah, and he didn't have the hand hovering behind you. I think that's the big indicator.
Oh, you have your hand ready to catch?
Buddy, sometimes you need the catcher's mitt ready.
No, I disagree.
You don't want to get
You're ready to catch.
You're ready. You're wearing pants.
It's too
You're just
long.
secure
You're
it.
ready.
I see. So is it so that it doesn't go down the pants leg?
You got it.
Well, now Tom said
Could we talk about anything
it was going
else?
down the leg and it was squeezing out of his shoes as he was joshing. You remember
Christy's
that?
right, though. Let's talk about something else. You ever puke?
No, you're right.
And you're glad the last thing you ate was pretty tasty.
Don't be a child. So Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson missed time, of course, during the fourth quarter. And now, with the Ravens having trouble with COVID, they probably, I would say, one of the they've had more problems with COVID than any other NFL team. So the people at Tushy, that's right, one of the foremost bidet bakers in bidet bakers. Am I saying that right?
Bidet makers. It sounded like bakers.
Bidet bakers, bidet makers. They're out there. Company founder Mickey Agrawal.
You also sounded like Porky Pig trying to say baker.
The company founder sent Lamar a letter in which she offered to have a bidet installed in the Ravens locker room. Jackson left Monday's game for Tuesday. Yeah, we know that. Social media suggested he actually went to the locker room because he desperately, not my words, the authors, needed to use the bathroom. These are these bidets you can put right on your home toilet.
Oh, really?
And,
Oh,
it does
nice.
not require that much plumbing. You got to turn the water off and hook up the hose.
Did
But
they
it's
give
one
any
secret.
indication if they have accepted the offer?
Yeah, no.
Why not? Go for it.
Well, I mean, it is a NFL locker room. I would think they'd have to.
How many
through
toilets do you think
channels.
they've got in there?
Oh,
6?
Gosh.
I don't know.
Oh, no, way more than 6.
I'm going to say 30.
They were the visiting team, though, right? Wasn't this they were in Cleveland?
So one
That
for
makes it tougher because you lose home field advantage.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
But they're talking about the Ravens facility is what they want to put the bidets in because that's where everyone's been getting sick.
no, I meant with respect to him getting access to the toilet when he got in there. Does he have to take his pads off and everything?
I wouldn't think you'd need to take your shoulder
Why would you have
pads
to take
off.
your shirt off to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, and as we
He
all
takes his
know-
shirt off to go to the bathroom.
Well, he's not an NFL player last
Somebody
I
in his
checked.
mind he is.
Get on my level. That's me. And as we all know, NFL players do not wear pads in their pants for some reason. And they're basically wearing softball shorts now. If you said their pants are above their knees now.
Really?
All the wide receivers and everything. Yeah. And college football. This is huge. This is big. Listen to me now. And go, wow, he was right. At least 5 Power 5 teams have now withdrawn from consideration for bowl games in college football.
Power 5.
Kansas State is the latest. The school has
Now,
passed.
isn't it true that
Isn't it true?
every year there are teams that make of some bowl that do not have a record above 500?
It happens occasionally.
But I mean,
to use the term every year, I don't know. There's too many bowl games, I think. Let's start there.
But they're they raise a lot of money. And
What am I doing? Yes, Tom, they do. Yes, many teams. 2 and 10 teams go to bowl games. It's an outrage. You're right, Tom.
Fun for the fans. There's a lot of TV money at stake. So this is actually a pretty big deal.
So they're saying no, thank you.
Well, but the fans can't travel to them anyway.
If I could get it out, I'd tell you which school.
Yeah,
Well, you said
I
Kansas
know.
City?
Kansas State.
You can't
State,
get
sorry.
it out.
Ah, old
Can't you get it
Manhattan,
out?
Kansas.
Because you won't shut up. Oh, my God.
If we could put up a pie chart of him talking and anyone else, you can see where the school has paused all football activities indefinitely amid an outbreak of positive COVID and contact tracing. The First Responders Bowl, oddly enough, in Texas was the likely destination for Kansas State. Wildcats are the first, well, it's the Wild, are they something? Cats are the first Big 12 team to withdraw. The bowl game is frustrated.
Oh, very good.
They joined 3 ACC
Bolus
teams.
interruptus.
Boston College, Virginia, and Pitt have already announced they're out, along with Stanford. They're out of any Pac-12 bowl consideration. So there you go.
All right.
It's huge. It's big. It's gigantic. It's massive. Bowl games, Tom.
I got you. Not a lot of them are going to happen.
They're going to happen. They're going to have to pull out. Atlanta Falcons running back Todd Gurley pulled something out. He says he dropped his phone into his toilet when he was going to the bathroom.
I dropped my phone in the toilet. He's girly.
He's a girly. He's a girly.
That's how
girl.
all girls talk.
Todd Gurley.
What happened to my phone?
You realize
And
that
my unicorn case got wet.
Todd Gurley's been dealing with that taunt, if you will, every moment of his life.
Of course he has.
deserves it. His last
And it goes something like, maybe I'll run over you. Anyway, Gurley detailed the entire saga through social media with a post that began at 12:34 p.m. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wednesday, yesterday, Gurley said, I dropped my phone in the toilet while taking a number 2 and shake my hand.
This is the
Shake my
third
head.
story about poop today.
Shake my head. Yes, not shake my hand.
Oh, not shake my hand.
I mean,
That'd be
lost him
different.
first there, girl.
If I ever poop in public, I always knock
So
him in the next
actually
phone,
what
"Sir,
he-
I'd like to
Shake your hand.
Actually, what he tweeted was probably SMH, but he didn't think I knew that would mean shake my hand.
Head.
S happens.
Jesus.
Shake my hand. SHXT happens, literally, he went on to tweet. Or
How do you do that, by the way?
drop your phone? You've dropped your phone in the toilet. How'd you do
While
it?
standing and urinating. Well,
knock on wood, I've never done it.
I mean,
Me either.
how do you, if you're,
Wait a minute. Stand by for a, draw your own conclusions how giant his hog is. Here we go.
Well, I mean,
It can't go past my hog.
Is he like spread eagled, or is that? You see what I'm saying? I mean,
no, it's probably. Well, I don't know how he did it.
Maybe he stood up and dropped it, like when he was standing up or while wiping or something.
Or it could have, like, he's holding it and then it falls off his pinky and he kind of flicks it up
Okay.
trying to catch it.
I'm going to say, so it's a pretty good shot. Odds are.
I'm not taking my phone in the bathroom anymore. So it's over for me.
Have you seen when they do these tests that 99% of people's phones have E. coli?
Yes, yeah. But also, I just end up spending more time in there, and that's bad.
My legs go to sleep.
I saw a doctor recently talking 3 to 5 minutes on the toilet. That's all you need or want. Otherwise, you're going to get anal fissures, he said.
What?
Fissures.
Yes.
Fissures.
He said fissures. It seems like there's a guy back there with a pole and a string and like ice fishing.
I'll poop how I poop, and you poop how you poop.
He certainly is his father's son, isn't he?
Where you going? Anal fishing. Anal fishing.
Anal fishing worm.
Anal
Clay helps me when I'm in need.
So I'm sorry. So what's his name? What's this guy? Oh, Todd Gurley drops his phone in the toilet during
Todd Gurley.
during a Deuce production.
He explained that he had laid his phone on his lap, and the next thing he knew, his phone was swimming.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Swimming what? Next to...
You know what? My job is to do what I'm doing.
I
Swimming
checked
with
out.
the...
Christy's going to leave today.
I am
the brown
not
trout,
going
what do
to
you got?
participate.
He explained, very close, Josh.
Poop
He
talk.
explained that he had laid his phone on his lap, and the next thing he knew, his phone was swimming with the turd twins.
Christy, the turd
That's
twins.
straight from the AP.
That may or may not have been in the TMZ text. I may have.
You edited that?
Of course he did.
You're taking a few too many liberties, Dad. A few too many liberties, I'd
7
say.
minutes later, Gurley said, I just sprayed my phone with Mrs. Myers and called it a day, LOL.
Nice ad for Mrs. Myers.
He
products.
then reached out to Lamar, who recently made headlines over an alleged bathroom mishap, Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Ravens, and asked, yo, Lamar, any tips on going to the toilet, my dude?
Did Lamar reply?
I no report on it.
So this is okay, becoming quite a big thing. Wow, there you go.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Some guys would like girly films about this topic. Yes, they
Sure would.
pay big money for them.
Did you go that way? Girly films? Did you ever?
Was that actually the way people would say it? Where they go, yeah, I'm going to watch a girly film?
I'm aware of the. Yeah, I'm aware of the term. You have any girly films? I've heard that, but that was my dad's generation.
Yeah, girly magazines. Yeah.
Girly magazines.
Really?
Yeah.
How funny would it be if you asked for girly magazines and he just gave you like Cosmo Teen, Tiger Beats? Yeah.
There's some guys that would like that. It was in the magazines. It was not the semi-legit ones like whatever Playboy but it was Gent.
Yeah.
Stag.
Yeah.
And Swag, I believe. Swag was one.
Cherry.
Cherry, is that one okay?
Yikes.
I think the 50s ones were like Gent and Playboy was going to be Stag in the beginning.
See, this
the
is one
last
of my,
minute they changed it.
This is one of my favorite topics.
What's that?
Men's magazines whose names have gone out of business.
Oh, and I there's probably someone who has a massive collection of these.
Oh, yeah.
So they're probably valuable in some weird way.
Boy, I don't own any mags.
You know, any magazines like girly magazines or any magazines at all?
You have two?
I have two, and it was Girls of the Pac-12 when I was at Boulder, and a friend of a friend is in it, so I got that one because it's kind of cool. And then I went on eBay, and I found the Playboy that I stole from him when I was a kid. That ruined me. It's the barista of Starbucks, and she's got a belly button piercing that's a zipper, you guys. Like, you could just zip her down. And, pal, that thing just destroyed me when I was 12.
In formative years, of course.
Just rocked my world.
Okay,
I've never seen anything like it, Josh.
When he discovered the art of self-pleasure, I'm sure.
Okay, we've got magazine names here. The Gent, Champagne.
Oh, no.
And then what could be my favorite, Basic Bowling.
Basic Bowling?
It has a picture of a lady. It's obvious what's going on, but it's just a picture of her getting ready to bowl.
She sure is. Hey, look at her.
Basic Bowling.
Now you can see she's wearing
She got some nice pins.
boots. Oh, very good, Pat. Very nice.
Very nice, yes.
Very nice.
How about that 7-10 split? Huh?
And for some reason, there are rare soundtracks included in this article of nudie publications gone by. And the name of the soundtrack to this movie, I Told You Not to Cry.
Oh, jeez.
God.
That's creepy.
Could we?
And by the way, there are a ton of these are for sale on the internet.
Hey, I told you not to cry.
I told you not to cry.
Hey, wrap it up, huh?
How about a copy of Nugget?
Oh, dude.
There you go. Yeah.
That was a particular fetish,
Nugget?
I believe.
What kind of fetish?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you often have gold nuggets.
What?
Therefore, if someone were to shower you in gold nuggets.
Christy,
I
aren't you
had
glad
a buddy
we're
who
not?
had a copy of Nugget.
Christy, aren't you glad we're not talking about poop anymore? We classed it up a little bit.
Oh, Christy, there's a wait, sorry, can't say that one out loud.
Oh, he thought we were off the air for a second.
So sorry. No, it's not an off the air thing. It would be misinterpreted
I see.
drastically.
Gotcha.
Sorry,
It's okay.
There's cabaret.
I love these.
Nothing
I
wrong
don't
with
know
cabaret.
why.
These are just so nasty.
Hey, what are we going to call the magazine with the, the naked pictures in them?
How about jugs and such?
Perfect. Print it up.
There's one that I always use in bits when I'm writing it, and I saw one once that was a special D-cup issue.
So where would you buy these kind of magazines?
Oh, they would be at barbershops.
And that was part of the, I don't want to say fun, but that was part of the process.
Was trying to find
At
them?
liquor stores.
And they were
really?
so innocent. They were just like topless, and ooh.
I remember seeing them in airports. Some.
Really?
Stores and stuff.
Well, that
Gas
was
stations.
later.
Well,
That was later.
But in the 50s, you weren't going to see these anywhere.
I remember thinking, who has the guts to buy one of these in an airport and then sit on a plane and thumb through it?
I can say his name out loud. Chick knows exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
one of my favorite scenes in a movie is in the movie Sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where he goes up to the lady at the counter and he goes, I'd like a copy. He gets a couple things. He goes in and barely legal. And he goes, no, I want the
other
January
new issue.
I've seen that. I've seen that one. I was watching, was it Wolf on Wall Street or something that had just a regular movie on the plane?
Yes, and your buddy asked you, hey, why don't you
shut it down?
That movie's rough.
Yeah.
It might have been the cocaine scene. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff is for sale on the internet. I had never even thought about it.
So
if you
you can buy anything on the internet.
Your vintage, soft, I guess, core porn. There it is. Now, we will be getting to more sports coming up.
And cool, Major League Baseball, table tennis. Is there something rotten in table tennis?
Oh.
And something just for Willie, video games.
Hell yeah.
In sports, hell yeah. Not yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool story coming up in sports about video games. Also, Josh Arnold and the Consensuals are going to be up next with a song. And then coming up, we have our first live song with the Bob and Tom Players.
We're adding a song.
Wow.
I like it. Now,
we have
There's a
to
song
sing?
and you don't know the lyrics to it ahead of time? What's that like?
Well,
Jeez.
This can't not go great.
oh, it's going to be
It's a train wreck waiting to happen.
cluster of fun.
Scared me.
Scared the heck out of me.
And of course,
My heart.
it is the holidays, so we'll revisit.
Do you know this child?
Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Young Ebenezer Scrooge.
Okay, don't ruin it. That's my favorite. I cry every year. Right now, of course, everyone's talking about shopping, and they say this is going to be one of the biggest. Everyone's trying to go all out after kind of an unusually bad year. Everyone wants to do something, make sure that the year is topped off with something cool, and that's where a great gift giving comes in. And there's so much stuff out there, but here's something kind of practical. That the beauty of this is it comes in a great box, ready to rock, and it's Harry's. Harry's razors. There's the Harry's holiday shave sets, and right now, Bob and Tom Show listeners get $5 off these great shave sets. We've been talking about them all year. It is a practical gift. It is the gift he will actually use. Harry's, by the way, and I'm punting deliberately, on the cutting edge of metallurgy technology. Harry's famous razor blades are now sharper than ever as technology gets better in the world of steel. And so you can now get the Harry's box set, if you will, the Harry's holiday shave set. What am I talking about? Well, you've got your, of course, the Harry's razor with the great weighted handle, 3 razor cartridges, foaming shave gel, and the travel cover, packaged in a handsome holiday gift box. You just go to harrys.com and use the code Bob and Tom for this special offer. Harry's limited edition holiday shave set. I'm a big fan. Had a great shave this morning with my Harry's razor. Don't wait to place your order. You really have to do this today. Shipping cutoffs are going to end tomorrow. I would do it right now, the way things are going. All those packages are clogging up the system. So you want to do this right now. Harrys.com. Please mention Bob and Tom at checkout. And you're going to really like the Harry's razor system. I can guarantee it. Now, when we come back, we will have Josh Arnold and the Consensuals and more news from the sports desk with Chick McGee. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom,
24/7.
Rolling through a Thursday. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. On the way, West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson. Not just a funny man, but also a children's book author. Where is Baby Ford? Available at aljacksonlive.com. Makes a great stocking stuffer. Also, portions of the proceeds benefit the Firefly Autism School in Lakewood, Colorado. So that's Al Jackson later this morning, and also comedian Rob Haney on a Thursday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update from college football. At least 5 Power 5 teams have now withdrawn from consideration for a bowl game. Kansas State is the latest. The school has paused all football activities indefinitely amid an outbreak of positive COVID cases and contact tracing. The First Responders Bowl in Texas, the likely destination for Kansas State. Wildcats are the first Big 12 team to withdraw. They joined 3 ACC teams, Boston College, Virginia, and Pitt, and Stanford out of the Pac-12. In the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens have placed receivers Marquise Brown, Miles Boykin, and James Proche on the reserve COVID list, leaving their status uncertain for Sunday's game against the Jaguars. Brown scored a key touchdown for Baltimore in the fourth quarter of Monday's 47-42 victory at Cleveland. NFL owners have delayed a decision on implementing a 17-game regular season for 2021. The NFL and the Players Union agreed during collective bargaining talks earlier this year to adding one regular season game to the schedule, but not before next season. Thursday night football tonight, Raiders and the Chargers, and Major League Baseball and the managers say that they have been instructed to prepare for spring training to start on time in mid-February, despite uncertainty around the coronavirus. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You don't have a vanity plate, do you, Ace?
No.
Anybody here have one?
If I ever get a vanity plate, it's going to be Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati. Yeah.
Too many letters.
You only get 8 characters,
I mean,
dude.
it was.
Shut up!
Do you know how tough it was for Godwin to get I am horny?
No, it's I am horny, ... so horny.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Doug Stanhope. I wanted to talk about something fairly mundane, actually, with Doug. You hate baseball. Am I correct?
Baseball players always they look like cops so much. They're so they're so joyless.
Are you out of your mind?
But no, you watch any other sport and they're happy and they're pumping up the crowd, they're high fiving. And baseball guys, they just look so joyless and smug, and they just sit there in the dugout and they look like cops. You know how someone gets pulled over, they have no registration, and you need 9 officers, and they all stand around with their arms crossed and self-important looking. No joy in their face.
So what do you do during? Because I can tell you love.
I mean, I'll bet on baseball because I think that's the only reason people watch it is because it's the only thing on in the summer. I hate the Yankees. That's the only reason I watch baseball is to hope the Yankees lose, and I guess that's probably a miserable. Just because they buy their team and their fans are so obnoxious. Like if you're gonna just be cheering in the stands, pick an underdog and have some character. If you have money on the game, it's different. That's like having stock in a company.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to be a loudmouth, beer-fueled ass bag in the stands, pick the underdog. Rooting for the Yankees is like going to a casino and cheering for the house.
I tell you a difference between the sleeping world and the awake world. 6:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This is all just a dream anyway, Chick. We all know that.
Oh, okay.
It's the Matrix.
Oh, the dreamy Christy Lee has a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy and cold today, high 32. Some clearing overnight down to 24, and then partly cloudy 40 tomorrow. We're cloudy skies 29 degrees now.
Thank you, Christy. And it's going to make it even more cozy and fun to be in your car or your truck and driving through those beautiful lights. At the Indiana State Fairgrounds, the Christmas Nights of Lights, I highly recommend it. It's really cool. Mindy TV 23 tonight at 11:30. It's our show. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Ace Cosby in full NFL Las Vegas Raiders gear, of course.
Ready for tonight.
Big game this evening.
Must win.
Where are you playing?
In Las Vegas.
Oh, it's in Vegas. And who are you playing?
San Diego.
San Diego. Okay. Your prediction.
Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Chargers. I keep forgetting. This is confusing. Yeah, well, yeah. All these teams.
Oakland versus wait a minute.
Vegas versus San. The point is, Ace is sitting at the OmahaSteaks.com joke of the day chair. Speaking of the Ace Cosby joke of the day, what do we have posted, Ace?
It's like a montage of the best of 2000.
The best of 2000.
Well, it's a
Ace
montage
Cosby
of the jokes.
joke of the day. Okay. Montage meaning a bunch of them.
Collection.
Yeah, okay. That's a nice word. I like that very much. This is the home, of course, of the Straight Talk Hotline. We'll be getting some straight talk off that hotline today. And by the way, that's, of course, our Straight Talk hotline. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. I look over there, I see Josh, I see Christy, I see Patty G getting ready for the Bob and Tom Players Live event. There's Willie G, I'm Tom, that's Chick, and we're going to go back to the sports desk. Coming up, Josh Arnold and the Consensuals.
All right. Big fan.
In sports, this is a silly story, but that's my various breads and butters.
Okay.
Yesterday marks the early signing period for high school football recruits to officially commit to college programs of their choices. And one name stood out yesterday that bears mentioning on this radio show. His name, the kid's name, General Booty. That's right. He's a quarterback with a 2-star rating from the state of Texas.
Well, I'd like to say from our whole show, thank you so much for your service.
Yeah,
Wow.
So he's a 2-star general.
Most 2-star recruits, you hear 4-star, 5-star recruits in the Power 5 schools. They don't get a lot of attention, the 2-star recruits, but of course, General Booty gets attention because his name is General Booty. And they mention other sports names like Rusty Kuntz and Lucius Pusey, of course.
Sure.
Booty.
How does he spell his first name?
General?
Is his name like...
General Booty, General.
Because I remember when I was a kid, I heard of Sergeant Shriver.
Yeah.
And I thought, geez, with those connections to the Kennedys, you'd think he'd at least be a lieutenant, maybe a captain.
Booty, yes, your football fans out there are thinking, hey, is he? Yes, he is. Related to former quarterbacks Josh Booty from LSU and John David Booty, who played at USC. Those are his uncles.
Look at that booty, show me the booty.
General Booty.
General Booty. General Booty. I need the booty. I like the booty.
General Booty. A little bit of Tim Wilson.
He has a good attitude. He said, obviously, my name is an attention grabber. People like to make headlines with it, like booties grabbed, things like that. But I like to show people that I can back it up with my play on the field.
Yeah.
And General Booty says, I think I've done that. I'm going to continue
back
that.
it up? Why would you do that to a kid?
Back that
I don't know. Why would the
General's a cool first name.
Yeah, but when you got Booty, well, you know what? What do you name the kid? It's you can't do anything.
He's going to get made fun of no matter what.
General's grandfather, Johnny Booty, one of the highest recruited quarterbacks in the country.
Johnny Booty.
Had as nice as.
He went to the same school, Woodlawn High School in Shreveport, Louisiana, that Terry Bradshaw attended. Johnny Booty played at Arkansas and Mississippi State before settling back down in Shreveport. So there you go. They were going to, his middle name, they were going to make it his first name. His entire name is General Axel Booty.
Oh, that is cool.
It's almost, but he looked more like a general, he said. So there you go. We're going to name him General Booty.
All right.
So there you go.
I don't know.
It sounds like it was taken from Guns N' Roses book. Like Slash had his own girls, but there was General Axel Booty.
It was everywhere.
Bring him backstage.
What a weird thing to do to a kid. Well, good luck to him.
Boy, Rusty Kuntz, I think he was a baseball player for the Mets, I think. Of course, red hair.
Sure, yeah. Firebush.
I hadn't heard of Lucius Pusey before, but
Is that
he's
one S?
Yes, Pusey. Yeah.
I remember hearing the name Dick Buttkiss in a TV show as a kid and thinking, that is the funniest fake name I have ever heard. And someone goes, you're never going to believe this.
Couldn't get enough saying.
If you had a character in a book named General Pusey.
Let's try Pusey.
Yeah.
General Pusey.
Like Busey. Pusey, like Busey.
I think you said Pusey.
Like Gary Busey. Okay.
Yeah, you said it like
Oh, so
You
Busey.
see
I
the
said it
difference?
like Sean Connery.
Yes.
James Bond.
Tiger
Pusey
King.
galore.
Tiger King, I think, says Pusey.
Okay.
He hates Pusey.
True.
Anyway.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Gags, yeah.
Yeah, gags on it.
We love that for him.
Doesn't care for it. Big league managers, Major League Baseball, they say the managers have said that Major League Baseball have instructed them to prepare for spring training to start on time in mid-February. This from Major League Baseball, despite uncertainty with everything. Tampa Bay Rays manager Kevin Cash, pay cash with cash, says the league is optimistic about an on-time start after the commissioner's office spoke with managers on earlier in the week. Managers say they expect the 2021 season to start with health protocols in place to prevent COVID-19 outbreaks, but they also don't plan to mandate vaccines for players when one is made available.
Really?
Okay.
Huh.
Will not be a mandate. But they still are planning on an extra innings starting a guy on second.
They are?
Yep.
That's permanent now?
I think well, and DH is going to go to the National Leagues. That's all coming too. So there you go.
And as
John
there's,
isn't happy.
there's already a legal question as to whether or not businesses can demand that people get vaccinated.
Gotcha.
Well, I can understand that.
Hey.
Well, am I wrong to speculate that is it any of your business if I've been vaccinated or not?
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
That's what. Yeah.
I mean, that's what
we don't
every-
have to prove that we've had the flu shot to come to work.
That's what every school already thinks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll be an S show.
Oh, it's going to be a fist fight in the parking lot. Authorities have charged a man in a plot to rig games in international table tennis.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. Detectives from the...
Just by the way, excuse me for one second. If you're betting
on table
on
tennis?
international table tennis,
Uh-huh.
you might
Wait a
want-
minute. Now, I could see
How's the
betting...
view from your pedestal, Tom?
If you're...
I tend to...
Because when I think of table tennis, I think of
Gump?
no, I think of the funeral of Josh's grandfather. As you know, he passed at his nursing home many years ago. and
Sure did.
assisted living.
He chose to. Thank you. Assisted living, or
was a
a care home, as
was
they
an
call it in the
entertainment
UK. If you're listening in the
facility
UK,
was what it was.
the point is, they had the service right there. And what was the layout of that area?
The chapel was legitimately right next to the rec room.
Yeah, and this is a serious moment in your life, and I think it's so nice that you provided us with the audio of the eulogy.
Yeah.
As your grandfather was lying in state. We have the.
Look at him. It doesn't get laughs anymore, but from Tom.
Yeah. And he's laughing harder than he ever has.
Yeah.
So dark.
Like, here's the first time he's here.
I would laugh at this.
The ball's in the casket.
I would laugh at this if this was the only bit we had about your dead relatives. If this was the only one that we had that we played a lot, I think it was funny.
Oh, it's not, because we have
There's
this
a whole genre.
We have this one.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Thanks.
Wow.
We have a mashup.
That's a whole
Girl talk, yeah.
a milieu, if you will.
I'm so sorry.
Josh
Like Danger
Payne.
Mouse.
We'll tell you how to fix a table tennis game. Wouldn't you bet on it if you knew what was going to happen? I would.
And just the fact that you can, you can bet on anything these days. But I mean, did you ever think that there was a place you could bet on international table tennis?
No.
I wouldn't even know how to bet on it.
Well,
other than give me a point, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you guys got to cruise on the internet for a little bit. You can have a lot of fun on there.
Okay, we'll find out more when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yes, West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson going to be zooming his way on. You can catch Al on the TV on Daily Blast Live, but we asked for you to wait until after the Bob and Tom show is over, DVR it, and then you can watch it later. But of course, we want you to keep focused on the Bob and Tom show, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's all we ask. Also, comedian Rob Haney on the way on a Thursday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Congressional leaders appear to be on the brink of a COVID-19 economic aid package, but there's no deal quite yet. Negotiators went home from the Capitol Wednesday night. An agreement seemed near that would extend help to individuals and businesses as shipped coronavirus vaccines start to hit around the country. Negotiators are working on a $900 billion package that will revive subsidies for businesses hit hard by the pandemic. They're looking at new direct payments of about $600 to most Americans. A Chinese space capsule has returned to Earth with the first fresh rock samples from the moon in more than 40 years. The China National Space Administration says the capsule of the Chang'e 5 probe landed in Inner Mongolia just after 2 a.m. It earlier separated from its orbiter module and performed a bounce off Earth's atmosphere to reduce its speed before passing through and floating down on parachutes. It's the latest breakthrough for China's increasingly ambitious space program that also includes a robotic mission to Mars and plans for a permanent orbiting space station. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom show on the way.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are odors in your home a constant problem? Do you live with a smoker, have pets, or simply have annoying kitchen cooking odors that just won't go away? Do you ever hear comments like this?
Gee, Janet, I never thought of fertilizing houseplants with cow dung.
Or has a house guest ever said,
Great room freshener, Bill. What do you call it? Early American locker room?
You've tried carpet deodorizers, spray mist, incense, stick-up fragrance dispensers, and even plug-in devices that temporarily mask the smells in your home. Nothing seems to work. That's why Home Products Incorporated, a division of Frigamall Industries, is proud to announce its latest innovation, Le Clip. With Le Clip, foul-smelling odors seem to miraculously disappear. Simply put Le Clip over your nose and the nose of visitors to your home and see what a difference it can make.
Hiya, Mary. How you been? Wonderful, Janet. Hey, your house smells great.
See how easy? If you pick up Le Clip today, and if you're not delighted with the results, we'll send your money back. Le Clip, by the same company that brought you Le Blindfold, the product that makes messy, cluttered homes look more neat and organized.
Gosh, honey, the house has never looked better.
Le Blindfold and Le Clip.
Pick yours up today.
Okay.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bees are stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid.
Essential Morning Radio.
They're stupid.
7 o'clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
It certainly is, and thank you very much. And Christy has a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, cold, look for a high of 32, currently 29 degrees.
A great idea coming up from one of our listeners I'm very excited about. Here's a good idea for the holiday season. You've got a handful of relatives coming over. You're going to need to go to 21st Amendment. Am I right, Chick McGee?
Oh, you have to, because it's the holidays. And what does that mean? There are people in your home where you play with your toys. That's why you have to go to 21st Amendment, because they've been serving Central Indiana for 49 years. That means huge savings for you. And they have the lowest prices on Jim Beam, 1.75 liter, now only $24.97. How about a perfect gift from 21st Amendment? They'll let them put it together with what you want, and they will deliver it to you this holiday season. They have great gift packages for any budget, and everyone loves some holiday cheer from 21st Amendment. Kendall Jackson Chardonnay, for instance, 750 milliliter, now only $9.97. Holiday savings on Sam Adams 12-pack, just $14.97. And you can download the 21st Amendment app and save even more. Happy holidays from the 21st Amendment family to yours. 21st Amendment, just minutes from anywhere.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Let's get back to the action. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here. We're here and we're there and we're everywhere. Absolutely. worldwide on American Forces Radio. And also the home of the Straight Talk Hotline. Remember, Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. That's the Straight Talk Hotline. We'll be talking to some folks on that coming up. I understand Dick Hitzwater is going to be weighing in on the show today. Certainly looking forward to that.
Threaten me with a good time.
There we go. Coming up, Josh Arnold, the Consensuals. That was Josh right over there. Of course, Josh is not just sitting in any seat. That's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Through the glass, I see Christy Lee in her little tiny headquarters. The Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Chick McGee's finishing off a burrito. Let's see, who did I forget?
So are you.
Willie G. It's delicious. Thank you, McDonald's. Willie G. is right over there. Christy looking great today, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Oh, yeah. And Mr. Godwin, we got the lighting set. You look pretty good. Pat's behind the glass over there. Coming up, the Bob and Tom players. And something special, something that nothing can go wrong. As I call it, a cluster of fun.
Okay.
There we go. Now, before we get back to the action, we were talking, I don't have to play the whole thing, but we were talking yesterday about Smoky Robinson and the whole thing where he pronounced Hanukkah Chanukah inadvertently during a so-called Cameo.
Don't you get the feeling that Smoky Robinson is surrounded by people all the time and they... What do you need, Smokey? Whatever you need, man, I'll help you. Wouldn't you think he would look at somebody and go, how do you say this? And they would go, Chanukah? And they would get by 3 or 4 people?
I'll play a little bit of it for you.
It's so sad. Why do we keep doing this?
Because this is... Well, also... You're going to love this when you see where this is going.
All right.
Okay, let me just play a little bit of it.
Hey, Marco. How you doing? Hey. Surprise, surprise. This is Smoky Robinson.
How about that voice, Josh?
You didn't expect to hear from me. But I was contacted by your sons, Jeff and Jared. And they wanted me to wish you happy Chanukah. I have no idea what Chanukah is, but happy Chanukah because they said so.
I mean, he's seen such a sweet, nice guy.
I know, and that's why it makes it even more painful.
No, it's not painful.
I feel bad for him. I think it's embarrassing.
I think it's okay. But then we played a little bit of this song. This is what I want to get to right here. This is one of Smokey's later day songs.
Oh, Josh, I forgot. I took a picture of my bathtub for you this morning.
A song called Love Bath, where he describes how to take a love bath. We don't have to play the whole thing. The point is that Josh mentioned what? That you are interested in...
having a bath drawn for me with candles lit all around it. I don't want to do this work. I just want to walk in and it's all ready, and then have Christy bathe me.
Yeah, but the main thing is you want to take a love bath.
Yes, he does.
And you can't do one at your own home apparently because
I can. I've got a tub, but it's just not.
Your tub is not really.
You have to do it yourself.
I like a big tub. I don't have a big
jumbo tub.
I just sent you the picture.
Now, David Laster.
Why would he need a big tub?
I just sent you the picture.
Josh said on the air his tub wasn't big enough. David Laster from Toledo has sent several photos with a great idea. I was not aware of this. There are portable hot tubs.
Oh, yeah.
That are on wheels.
Yeah.
So we could have one brought to the parking lot.
Oh, boy.
And we could have it. I know people. I could have it staged. We could get our cake lady to stage the tub. With everything you want.
Oh, man, this just sounds beautifully complicated.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The candles.
Right.
And we'll get you a nice robe.
All right.
And you could go out in the park. We could get it mic'd. Now, we'd have to make sure that the mic didn't slip into the water.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
That'd sound like this.
I'd like to see what would happen.
I think we'd have to have the circuitry in such a way that if it did fall in the water, it wouldn't electrocute you.
Most quality outdoor extension cords have a ground fault circuit interrupter on them.
I just want to make sure that the guys here would get the GFI circuitry, but wouldn't that be nice? You could do the show.
No, it would not be. There would be nothing nice about it. No. It would be funny.
You don't think this wouldn't be relaxing?
You have taken a dream of his.
It would be the opposite of relaxing.
Like you've done to all of us. That we've foolishly shared with you, and you've stomped all over.
I blame David Laster from Toledo, Ohio, for suggesting it then, Josh.
You're a dream squasher.
He's from Toledo, is he?
Yes.
Wait, can I ask something? During the break, when you looked at your computer and you said, "This is incredible. This is a great idea," is this what you were referring to?
Yes.
And And you're right. The way he said it, it was as though somebody had invented something very important.
I thought there was a new phone or some sort of technology that can make heart transplants work better.
Josh is really, it's on his bucket list, taking a nice love bath with candles. And
well, it's not a love bath. It's just a nice, relaxing me bath in the privacy of
Yeah, a love bath is you with someone else.
Right.
So what about this?
You understand that, right?
Could we get one of these in your backyard? Could they get it around? And then
you go into hot tubs with bathing suits on, right?
No, I prefer to be naked.
You were on vacation. You said you did not go in nude.
Oh, right. In that instance, I did not.
So, but we could have one of these brought to your driveway.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you're going to do that, Josh can keep it.
Right. It's a gift.
Yes. You're going to install a bonus.
He would never get you. He's very anti-hot tub. He would never let you have a hot tub at your residence.
Why are you anti-hot tub?
He's anti-everything.
Who's anti-hot tub?
Okay.
I'm a big fan. Let's move on here. What's happening in sports?
That's a great question, Tom. Authorities have charged a man in a plot to rig games in international table tennis. Detectives from New South Wales arrested a 40-year-old man relating to fixed matches in Europe. Police say corrupt bets were placed on the matches, resulting in winnings of over $250,000, $378,000.
Whoa!
Authorities said the investigation into the transnational gambling syndicate is ongoing.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
That's a lot of money to be thrown around for
table tennis, right? Who would even think?
And I got a note here from someone saying, I'm on a couple of betting chat rooms. A couple of months ago, there was someone messaging everyone about how international soccer and international table tennis matches were getting fixed.
Fixed?
Yeah, this is someone who apparently does this.
Soccer as well.
It spends a lot of time in these betting messaging rooms. So this just came in. So there you go.
It seems to me that would be tough to fix.
I would think so, too.
Goals are hard to come by.
Right.
Like, my gosh,
but,
how could you?
Ping pong, table tennis probably a lot easier to fix.
I would think. Because you're one person rather than a team.
Yeah, you can easily scratch or whatever, yeah.
Miss a shot.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So table tennis, ironically, kind of a racket.
It's
more of a paddle. I know. I said paddle.
Joke is flawed.
Yes, the joke is flawed. You have a song about it? No.
Not yet.
I don't know why, but I just saw Pat with a cigarette from the back of the room saying, joke's flawed.
Hey, the joke is flawed then, baby.
Hey, Pat, can I bum one?
I do have a title for the book about this.
Yes?
Under the Table Tennis. The true story of... it isn't bad.
The slimy underbelly.
The true story of betting on international ping pong. Wow.
My goodness.
Can you deflate a ping pong ball?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just asking.
It's a rigid sphere.
Okay.
You can dent one.
Guess what time it is?
You ever set one on fire?
Yeah.
I did.
No.
I did accidentally.
I ruined a ping pong tournament one time.
How'd you do that?
Lighter fluid and a paddle and hitting it and...
No, it was at a party and they were having a huge ping pong tournament down in the basement.
Right.
And I walked down the stairs and just as I stepped off of the last step, the only ping pong ball they had rolled under my foot and I crushed it.
Oh.
Could have been worse. Could have been beer pong.
Josh ruined the party.
Oh, dude, they were so mad.
Well, what kind of a ping pong party? They only have one ball.
No joke.
It was at a rented facility that they couldn't find other ping pong balls.
Oh, like a clubhouse?
Yes.
Those are the worst. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on. We don't. Wait a minute. I think we have our song here with Josh Arnold and the Consensuals.
Yeah, you promoted it.
And yeah, I know we found it here. This is a brand new one.
Here it is.
And it's totally evergreen. Let's give this a listen.
Hi, I'm Josh Arnold. You know, when the holidays roll around, I tend to snack more. And well, I'm beginning to look a lot like Santa. Every time I eat, my beard is growing long and white. These red pants are getting tight. Pass me the butter, the gravy, and the meat.
He's beginning to look a lot like Santa.
You think so?
Watch his belly grow.
Leave me some milk and cookies, please.
He's splitting his DVDs and shouting, ho, ho, ho.
I pizza or two, and a bucket of stew, and a stack of gingerbread pies, an eggnog shake, and a juicy steak, and a basket of greasy fries. And now it seems I'm blubbery in my buttocks and my thighs. I'm beginning to look a lot like Santa.
That's what the kids all say.
And they all want to be
Sitting on his knee.
and riding in my sleigh.
He's beginning to look a lot like Santa.
And that's okay with me.
He has no self-control.
I'm moving to the North Pole.
That's where Santa should be.
All jolly and plump and Christmassy.
Is that Santa Claus? No, that's Josh Arnold.
Those cute little girls, the consensuals there at the end. A couple of my daughters, Hart
They're
and
not
Finn.
really, no, it's featuring your daughters.
Yeah,
Josh
they're
Arnold, the consensuals paragraph featuring.
You don't want to call.
That's how you do that.
Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I invented the band. I'm not allowed
job.
And good luck today with your MRI, Finn. Okay, let's see now. Let's move forward here. Coming up
today
what
in
do we have?
sports history and video game news for Willie.
Okay. Also, I don't know if I gave this to you, Christy. Did you see that weird story about surgery?
Yeah, I have that. Mm-hmm.
Is that the weirdest thing?
It is weird.
Yeah, it's making headlines. No, that's corduroy pillows.
Very good. Right now, I can't help but notice that Ace Cosby is not just in any chair. As much as Ace would like it to be the Las Vegas Raiders joke of the day chair.
They'd make leather recliners that say Raiders on them. You should get Ace one of those for Christmas.
That's great.
What are you doing, dragging your feet over there?
I already got Ace's Christmas present.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
What did we learn from that exchange? I'm guessing it has to do with the Raiders.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that reminded you.
I hope it has your face on it.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, I could have something to do. I could take a Sharpie and make it have something to do with the Raiders.
Is it going to be here on time?
What's that saying? My face leaves in...
Ace, could you turn off the microphone of any
My
girl?
face leaves in 10 minutes. Be on it. Isn't that right? Something like that? Okay.
The point is, it's the OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby joke of the day chair. Again, yesterday, got on board. I got online, ordered some Omaha Steaks for some friends because it's just the perfect gift. Just spent a couple minutes online, and guess what? Pretty soon they're going to have that box O steaks. Now, Josh, the Omaha Steaks don't really come in a box, do they? They come in
a foam cooler.
A giant foam cooler.
Packed with
dry ice.
Packaged, et cetera, et cetera. The Deluxe Grillers Assortment is a special event for Bob and Tom Show listeners. What you do is when you get to the OmahaSteaks.com front page, right on top, you type in BTS, and a little thing will pop up going, Bob and Tom Show. That's us. Click that for this special offer. It includes, by the way, 4 free burgers and, of course, a bunch O steaks. And, Josh, tell me more about what you're going to get on that beautiful cooler.
Sure, the butcher's cut filet mignons, a vast variety of entrees, sides, desserts. Oh, those caramel apple tartlets, you're going to love those. Right now, get this mouthwatering package. Plus, as Tom said, 4 free burgers and a free digital meat thermometer, all at an exclusive price available to you, the Bob and Tom Show listener. Here's what you do. Go to omahasteaks.com today and enter the code BTS into the search bar.
And BTS aren't they the world's most famous band?
BTS, yep.
Yes,
absolutely.
in this case, it stands for Bob Tom Show.
I had no idea. And what do you get, Josh? You get, well, like I said, a stack of steaks.
Right.
And you can also, if you maybe you'd like something else, they've got a bunch of different stuff available at Omaha Steaks, including Josh's favorite, let's admit it. It's the lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, I love those frankfurters. OmahaSteaks.com. Once again, BTS in the search bar. And like I said, I just ordered a bunch more yesterday for some friends. It's a great gift. When we come back, we have kangaroos in the news again, and a great story about Cincinnati, Ohio. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Bobcat, Mark Allison. Like Santa, this comes but once a year. Bob and Tom's Christmas Comedy Cuts. Played all season long, now until Christmas night. We'll be laughing all the way. It's a wonderful laugh all this holiday season. Where? Right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Al Jackson and Rob Haney on a Thursday on the way. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Ludacris will appear on a special edition of The Price is Right. He will play to help contestants win prizes and benefit his Ludacris Foundation. That special will air on January 13th on CBS. Chance the Rapper will decorate cookies, sit in front of a fireplace, and rap about Christmas. His holiday special is called Chi-Town Christmas. It airs tomorrow on Instagram, YouTube, and in virtual reality on Oculus. And singer Randy Owen of Alabama will be the honorary co-chair of the World Games 2022, which are going to be held in Birmingham, Alabama. He'll be part of the opening and closing ceremonies. Charles Barkley also is a co-chair. The World Games are patterned after the Olympics, but showcase athletic events not part of the Olympics. Among those, parachuting, bowling, flying discs, dance sports, and surfing. And the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is boasting of the success of Truman. Who's Truman? Well, he's a black Labrador retriever, and he's trained to sniff out pythons. Wildlife officials trained him and another dog to detect a python scent and alert their handlers when they do. Last week, Truman became the first to pass the literal smell test when he spotted an 8-foot Burmese python in Miami-Dade County. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. For Batman, it was Batgirl. For Superman, it was Supergirl. And now, meet Spider-Man's female counterpart. From Bob and Tom Productions, it's the superhero women have known about for years.
All right, Toots, this is a stick-up. Hand over all your money.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, come on, lady. Hurry it up. Somebody's going to get hoiked.
Help! Oh, please help. Won't somebody help me?
Let that young woman go, you two ruffians.
Yeah? Who's going to make us?
I am.
Come on, lady. You must be in your mid-50s.
Yeah. What do you have going? Some kind of superpowers?
Yes, I do. Take a look at these.
Oh, gross. Let's get out of here.
It's Spider-Vein Woman.
Oh, God, no!
Spider-Man got his superpowers from being bitten by a spider. Spider-Vein Woman got her powers from working as a waitress for 17 years. Don't make Spider-Vein Woman show you her legs, because if she has to, she will.
Look at this one.
I think I'm going to puke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here, hold my purse. I'll show you my hysterectomy scar.
When you need help, call on the only superhero who wears long polyester pants, comfortable support hose, and sensible shoes. She's Spider-Vein Woman. Coming soon to a theater near you. Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollars.
You okay over there? You look like you have a pin in your shirt. You all right?
No, I just rammed my hand into something like an idiot while sitting here doing nothing.
7:21 at Q95. Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Did you ever do that? Like you walk around the corner of your house and walk into a door. You know.
Of course, yeah.
You ever wake up and go, my God, what's wrong with my back? I was sleeping.
Every morning. How about a quick forecast, Christy Lee?
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy and cold. Look for a high of 32. Right now, 29 degrees.
Thank you very much. A lot of sports action this weekend. Details coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here with Ace Cosby, of course, our engineer. Let's see, Chick McGee's over there at the sports desk. I'm Tom. There's Willie G. Patty G's through the glass in the other room. Christy Lee's at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk, newsroom, and news chair.
Yes, sir.
Josh Arnold, once again, at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. The Bob and Tom Show is the home of the Straight Talk Hotline. What am I talking about? Well, Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. That's the Straight Talk Hotline. You can reach us many ways, including Josh. How do you get a hold of us? Well, you can always email us, right?
Sure, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com.
We'd love to hear from you. He's got a great suggestion. Josh has always wanted to have a love bath, candles.
Stop
relaxing.
saying that. I've always wanted to have a relaxing. I like relaxing, nice baths. They don't have to be love baths.
It's a different thing.
It is a different thing.
I think it'd be nice. I think just because.
Although you do love yourself, don't you, Josh?
Yes.
All right. Well.
Hey, in fact, this topic is off limits.
A love bath baby with Josh Arnold.
At this point, this is a personal attack against Josh.
I can't remember.
Well, I can only take so many emails. Oh, yeah, he's a fat guy in a hot tub. Who gives a shit?
That's a Little Feet song. That's a great song, too.
I can't
Fat
remember.
Man in the bathtub.
I've lived at the new compound for a little over 4 years. I've never taken a bath in the bathtub. I have a bathtub and a shower.
They're separate?
Oh, yeah, they're very separate.
I hate bathtub, but I hate bathtub showers.
Right.
Yes, the bathtub has a shower.
Number one
shower
cause of homeowner deaths, bathtub showers. Yeah. Well,
that's bull.
Maybe not number one.
Wait a minute. What's this wild? You know, after you get done with Ace Cosby's book, Unreasonable Confidence, be sure to look up Tom's book, Fabulous Fables and Outright Lies. Now,
number one cause of death.
What was the title of what was your stat?
The number one homeowner death.
Standing up in a bathtub is dangerous because they're curved in the bottom, and then there's showers in bathtubs. I hate them.
Although every now and then I do have to take. I'll take a shower.
Yeah, put a bath mat in there.
I'll take a shower.
So when you sit on it, then your buns are getting all scraped.
No, they have nice little flowers.
Oh, now he's doing it. The shower, the bathtub, and my bathtub has a very tacky, rough
look.
Yes, it's made of like all of our homes except yours. It's barely
right.
Embarrassing art.
Most of our time is spent waiting for the utilities to come back on. Is what we do. We barely.
Boy, ain't that the truth?
We barely have.
All right, Pat.
Boy, another room
mushrooms
like
going
a
through the
dose
shag
of
carpet.
the truth. Huh?
Okay.
Anyway,
my post. There's this place. This guy sent me this thing. They got a trailer with a hot tub right on it.
I was unaware of that.
They could back it up to your house, Josh, right there in the driveway.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You could
the
have
premise is clear.
The candles set up.
And I believe what he said was this topic is off limits.
You prance out your front door naked. Sort of mincing.
No, he has a robe. He has a robe.
I would mince out my front door with Hostess little donuts on my fingertips. Ooh, my bath has arrived.
I'll make sure we set this up when it's not too cold. When's your birthday again?
You just missed. Don't tell.
April.
Yeah, it's December 25th. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're going to be on vacation.
Did your psychologist ever say to you, I was listening to the show, boy, you were really attacked. You okay with all this? And he said, no.
Am I the only one who remembered that when he said, sometimes I'm driving my car and I just burst into tears? Am I the only one who remembers him saying that? Perhaps it's because it used to be me driving along, crying in the car.
I still do that.
Sorry.
Doesn't that bother you that you make us cry in our cars? Doesn't that?
Well, I didn't put together that he was making me cry in my car.
Oh,
the therapist.
Just hand her a
I don't know why. Sometimes I just randomly burst into tears. Well,
remember yesterday when I said I was in therapy, and then he made fun of his own children children for going to therapy.
Everyone around me
For
is in
actively
therapy.
seeking help.
Everyone I know is a pussy. I don't want it.
They're all depressed, angry, broke. Pills.
Anyway, Tom.
Therapists love you, Tom.
Dear Tom. Oh, an email coming. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Cliff Notes, and this is some other news. All right, Edna, do we really have a Cliff Notes working on the staff? It sounds like a fake name. What about Stew Meat from yesterday? No, okay, I didn't think so. Okay. Gang High, the merger between two Canadian marijuana companies will result in the world's largest pot company. Afria, a Canadian cannabis firm, and a company Tilray have merged to form the world's biggest pot company with $685 million in sales in the last year.
Wow.
In business jargon, this is known as a joint venture.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, you know what? Free, it don't cost a nothing. Nothing?
They should have all of the papers signed and rolled by the end of the week. In yet another drug-related story, a small, unassuming boat washed up on a remote island in the Pacific last week, carrying no passengers but loaded with around 1,430 pounds of cocaine valued at $80 million. Well, I guess now we know how Gilligan moves so fast around Gilligan's Island.
little coke.
A university soccer match in China was abandoned after players with dyed hair ran afoul of organizers' strict rules on appearance, according to state-run tabloid Global Times. The women's teams were scheduled to play in the southeastern Fujian province on Saturday, but several players from both sides violated rules forbidding dyed hair. Now, China is harsh. It's the only country in the world where women's soccer players can get a yellow card if the drapes don't match the carpet. The carpet. It's the old carpet
so
drapes.
Close.
I
don't know what happened.
Excuse me.
Beautiful.
Slim. After Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson had to run to the locker room mid-game, fans speculated that QB1 had an emergency number 2. While Jackson claims he just had cramps, the people of Baltimore would be thrilled had he honored the namesake of the team, Edgar Allan Poop.
Everybody.
And in bands creating food news, the Killers have launched a limited new range of hot sauces. The collection, entitled The Killers Hot Sauce, features 4 different flavors named after their music.
Oh, cool.
Now, after hours of exhaustive research, this reporter found they aren't the first band to release a food-based product. Here are a few more.
Oh.
Some bands just named food products after themselves, like the band Vanilla Fudge. Their product, of course,
Fudge.
Yeah.
Fudge. I'm certain we've all heard this band's songs like Good Vibrations and California Girls, but have you ever tried their delicious Beach Boyardee beefaroni?
I may not always love food.
Then give Bananarama Nut Bread a try.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah.
And Smashing Pumpkin Cheesecake.
Oh, man, that sounds
And
good.
finally, if you need a side dish, you might try Dave Clark 5 Bean Salad.
Just for the heck
Dave
of it.
Clark 5 bean salad.
That's it.
That's the way to deliver that.
Or everyone's favorite, Fleetwood Mac and Cheese.
There you go. All right.
There you go. Yeah. Well, this has been Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Cliff Notes, and this has been Some Other News. Goodbye, Katie.
Thank you very much, Dick Hitzwater. I'm sorry. Were we still in sports?
Dear Tom, I stumbled across Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. This is an email, Tom, a couple days ago. Yeah, I watched it on YouTube. It was streaming for free, so I decided to try and watch it. My one-word review? Yuck. I would like to sue Tom for mental anguish.
Oh.
Average Philistine.
Sincerely, Lonnie. There you go.
Mr. Magru's Christmas Carol, considered by many to be one of the finest animated Christmas specials.
By many.
You're sounding like Ace. A lot of people are saying it's the best ever. That's what people are saying.
When people talk Christmas specials, that one doesn't come up very often.
No. Now, if ever.
If ever. You're the only one.
Oh, it's the caviar of Christmas specials.
Really?
It takes a certain taste.
I got you.
A certain palate.
Yes.
Certainly.
The songs are amazing.
Yeah,
no one can sing a song from that.
Yeah, here's one right now.
Do you know this child? The child is young Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, stand by.
He is left here
all
alone.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
Here it comes.
Poor lad. Oh, poor lonely.
This isn't one of the better songs.
It's terrible. I insist we listen to the whole thing.
No, this is one of the.
It's one note.
It's one flat note.
Unbelievable.
Finally, in sports, Xbox has set a Guinness World Record with. Oh,
Yeah.
criminy.
It's the music. There we go.
Stupid world record.
The world's largest projected video game display.
Projected, eh?
Projected. Wiseacre. The official record measured in at 19,090 square feet. The record was accomplished in collaboration with snowboarder Grant Giller and the Destiny 2 Beyond Light video game. The game was projected onto a 180 by 105 foot wide screen on the side of Copper Mountain in Colorado.
It's so cool.
Mr. Giller, I'm sure it is, sat on a couch, played in the snow, and played the game on an Xbox Series X.
Oh, so it wasn't like an interactive thing where he was like riding in the game? He's just,
No,
okay,
he's,
that's cool.
here he is at the bottom of the slope, and they've got this thing. It's above the trees.
Cool.
It's this huge screen, and he's actually playing the game. You can see the snow where skiers have been. Super cool. Don't you? I guess no one thinks it's cool.
Nope.
Not that. No,
Not really.
It's fine.
I'm not a video
let's
game
face it, it's a
person.
commercial.
It's like the most unnerdy way to do something really nerdy, though.
I don't know about
Guys,
that.
A blatant commercial for Xbox, I think.
Right, yeah. It's
I know.
Christmas.
Trying to buy an Xbox. Good luck with that.
Oh, you can't do that.
Or a
Two
PS5.
of my sons have been on this assignment for me.
Well, I'm happy to tell you guys, actually, I got lucky. I got a PS5. I'm picking it up on Saturday, and we have 2 weeks of not doing the show. I'm not sure you'll ever see me after that.
Oh, all
I
right.
could just be in the Spider-Man world forever after this. I'll
You
let
finally
know.
got one?
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
really get one?
Figured it out, yep.
Wow.
It's tricky.
Pay retail?
Yeah, paid retail. I'm not gonna. Those people that are reselling them are criminals. It sucks. Kids,
entrepreneurial.
Kids should have this for Christmas, not 45-year-olds with 10 of them in their basement.
No joke.
Trying to sell them for $10,000 a piece to dads that are trying to make their kids.
What made America
that's
great?
sad.
Supply and demand?
Exactly, yeah. It's just working the system. That's all.
And this is really cool, this guy.
Working the system.
Especially if you're a skier or a snowboarder. Can you imagine if you could go down to the little après ski and you've got a 20,000 square foot screen?
Let me tell you something.
Now, wouldn't you like this chick if you could watch your Redskins on a 20,000
If
square
you
foot
use words like après ski, Mike Tyson should walk in here and punch you right. You know what I was thinking of après ski?
Sorry.
No, you know what?
I'll try to talk down to you.
Thank you. My TV is 65-inch. That's fine. It's fine the way it is.
Could I say something?
Chick, by the way,
Who was the first person in this building to get a gigantic screen TV?
Me. Yeah.
What year?
I'm sure Ace had it before me.
No, the first one you had was like a foot thick and it was steam powered. How much? And it had to be hung from the joists of your house. Remember how big and thick they used to be?
Remember.
They sure were.
I honestly don't remember. I know which house it was.
Here's an honest question. Christy, I bet you've experienced the same thing. You go over to somebody's house, and they have way too much money, and they bought this projection TV like 25 years ago, and it's a gigantic screen, and it looks terrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're going, that sure looks great. That was sure worth $25,000.
Yeah, at the time, it was cutting edge.
Yeah, they weren't good in the beginning.
I think it was a 60-inch plasma, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Now they're... this thick and they're cheap, so they're very thin. So this is kind of fun. This guy's playing some Xbox and after a ski day or snowboard.
Is it a snowboarding game that he's playing?
I don't know. The name of the game is Destiny 2 Beyond Light. I have no idea.
No, I don't think that is a snowboarding game. There was famously SSX Tricky, when I was growing up, was like the super cool snowboarding game. And I think that it got a lot of kids interested in skiing and snowboarding.
Do you play a lot of video games?
Now I'm playing a lot, because, what are you going to do? But I'm not like a video game guy. I'm not very good at any of them. And by the way, Chick, pal, I think you would like après ski.
Really?
Don't let the fancy names trick you. It's just a fancy way to say we're getting drunk at 3 p.m. wearing ski jackets. Man,
why didn't you say that?
You're getting apps, you're getting chicken wings, you're slamming beers. It's a good time, pal.
I'm in. If you don't use a snooty name, I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to make the French a part of it. That was a bad idea.
I don't know. Maybe because they sort of invented skiing along with the Germans, and I've got the Swiss, and you'd like it. I mean, because you never order anything fancy when you get drinks.
I don't.
Yeah.
I have a purple mojito every now and then. I'll have
I've seen Chick at a fancy drink.
A flaming
Doesn't a purple mojito sound like some kind of hickey you got from a hooker?
Yeah.
I got the old purple mojito.
No, I have
in Puerto Rico.
And if you haven't had a flaming chartreuse Jesus, you're missing out.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Delicious. You light it on fire and then you blow it out. No,
Okay.
it's delightful.
Coming up, we have another appearance from the Bob and Tom Players. This time it's the first live singing event.
All right.
Featuring the Christe.
Yeah, because Christy sings show dies. We all know that.
You don't have to sing. Your role is more of an announcer role.
Okay.
You'll be seeing your line or lines.
All right.
Coming up, Pat, have you figured this out?
Yeah, somebody gave me an early thing. I know what the song
what
is.
you're doing?
I know the chords, yeah.
That's coming up soon. The Bob and Tom Players, after the debacle that was yesterday and the day before. This time, for sure, we're going to do it right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Bookmark this right now, bobandtom.com/live. When we return live in studio after the break, Monday, January 4th, this will be the new location of the Bob and Tom live video feed if you want to watch the show each and every morning. you'll go to bobandtom.com/live, and you'll be watching the live video feed. It'll still remain free, and it's going to repeat after the show, so you'll be able to watch it again, and it's going to be right there. Bookmark it, bobandtom.com/live.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. From college football, at least 5 Power 5 teams have now withdrawn from consideration for a bowl game. Kansas State is the latest. The school has paused all football activities indefinitely amid an outbreak of positive COVID cases and contact tracing. The First Responders Bowl in Texas, the likely destination for Kansas State. Wildcats are the first Big 12 team to withdraw. They joined 3 ACC teams, Boston College, Virginia, and Pitt, and Stanford out of the Pac-12. In the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens have placed receivers Marquise Brown, Miles Boykin, and James Proche on the reserve COVID list, leaving their status uncertain for Sunday's game against the Jaguars. Brown scored a key touchdown for Baltimore in the fourth quarter of Monday's 47-42 victory at Cleveland. NFL owners have delayed a decision on implementing a 17-game regular season for 2021. The NFL and the Players Union agreed during collective bargaining talks earlier this year to adding one regular season game to the schedule, but not before next season. Thursday night football tonight, Raiders and the Chargers, and Major League Baseball and the managers say that they have been instructed to prepare for spring training to start on time in mid-February, despite uncertainty around the coronavirus. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I see your mouths moving, but if you're not holding food, I'm really not paying attention. No. My gosh. I'm a Poor Joshy. If I lose weight, am I fired?
Yes.
Is it in my contract that I have to remain fat?
Oh, God forbid you ever
so
lose
that
weight.
you have something to talk about?
What are you going to do if he gets in shape and loses some weight? What are you going to do?
Well, then he'll be bald, so we'll have that.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Brigham All Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The oldest gold medalist was in 1912 when Oscar Swan took home first prize in a shooting event as a 64-year-old. And while a 64-year-old Olympian is rather amazing, there was almost an 87-year-old winner at the first Olympic luge competition in Innsbruck, Austria, 1964. The fastest luge run was logged by an 87-year-old Austrian, Johann Lickensfinkter. Johann amazed the crowd and the judges, who nearly awarded him the gold medal, until it was learned that Lickensfinkter was not entered in the event or even on the team. It seems that...
744 Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update in the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, cold, 32 for the high. Partly cloudy, warmer tomorrow up to 40. Right now we're holding at 29 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. A bunch of sports action this weekend. Colts taking on Houston again, this time at Lucas Oil. And also, can you believe it that we've got preseason NBA action already? Philly at Indiana coming up at Bankers Life this weekend. It's amazing. Didn't the season just end? Okay. Well, good. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's see, Josh, Christy, Chick, Ace. I'm Tom, Willie, Patty G. We're all here. There we go. That feels good. Let's move forward. Did we actually complete our sportscast?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Coming up,
I say every morning.
The Bob and Tom players will be here with another live adventure. Nothing can go wrong this time. Josh is, of course, sitting over there in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Good day to check out IHateStevensinger.com. Get stuff shipped today. Omaha Steaks is proud to be part of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. And I should point out that, Ace, you are featured in a 10-minute video of the best of?
Best of 2020.
And where do you find the Ace
Even
Cosby?
if you don't like the jokes, chicks' facial expressions are worth it.
You mean like this one?
Okay.
Go to bobandtom.com. It's right there, or one of our social medias.
Okay, bobandtom.com or various social media. Okay, very good. Christy, once again in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. What else is happening out there?
Financial technology company Smart Asset has named Cincinnati the best city for beer lovers.
No kidding.
The company ranked 50 cities based on several criteria, including total number of breweries, average number of beers available at each brewery, and the average cost of 1 pint of domestic brew.
Was you ever in Cincinnati?
Following an analysis of 384 cities, Cincinnati was crowned the winner for the second year in a row. Congratulations.
Yes.
Its 31 breweries each have an average of 112 different beers available, with the average cost of a pint being $4. Asheville, North Carolina came in second. Josh, St. Louis ranked third.
Okay.
The city with the most expensive beer was San Leonardo, California.
San Leonardo.
It's a Bay Area suburb.
I winter there.
The average pint there is $10.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you want it, you'll buy it.
Cincy, Asheville, St. Louis, all great town. I love them.
That's great. Beer and chili. You win twice.
You sure do.
What's that neighborhood in Cincinnati? OTR? Is that what it's called? With all the great,
over the Rhine.
Yeah, all those great breweries and restaurants.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Bravo.
Man, I haven't had a good pint in a long time.
Sure, yeah.
Well, I guess I haven't really been to a bar.
Yeah, none of us have.
Yeah. And I can't really pour a pint. You can't really pour a pint out of a bottle. You just can't. I mean, I don't.
You like the draft?
I do, yeah. Like if I'm going to have
I like to lay under the tap and do that for a half hour, 45
Hey, Bonnie, don't steal any beer while I'm gone.
What kind of pathetic drunk do you take me for? Hey, somebody spilled beer in this ashtray.
That reminds me, when I used to go to bars, I would do this thing just to help out the bartender. I'd go, hey, I know you're busy, and then I'd just grab the soda gun, hold it up to my mouth, get some Diet Coke, and I'd go, don't worry about it, all right? I know you're busy over there.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Just a nice thing. Got to support restaurant workers. They're busy enough.
Yeah.
Once again, Santa is coming after people on his naughty list.
Uh-oh.
Police in Peru conducted a drug raid. Remember, we had the Santa and the elf that were doing. They got
They
the
busted the guy,
shoplifter and
pulled out a gun.
Yeah, well, this time in Peru, they conducted a drug raid while dressed as Santa Claus and an elf. The suspect had been accused of selling drugs outside his home. According to the BBC, the officers dressed as St. Nick and his little helper. They arrived in an undercover van before breaking into the home with a sledgehammer. Wow. Authorities reportedly discovered a bag appeared to be containing drugs, baklavas, and a gun.
I got some of that sugary treat from Greece.
Those are baklavas. That's different.
Sorry. These are the mask things.
Balaclavas?
Balaclavas.
Yeah, I can never get that straight.
Hoods.
It would be funny to see a race car driver get out of his car, take the helmet off. He's got a big Greek pastry in his face. I wouldn't help in the event of a fire.
Baklava is pretty
and
good.
A couple people said that their Santa Claus was a cop in, I think you said it too, Chick, French Connection, maybe?
I remember him being the, I think it's the beginning of the movie.
If you were here the last couple of days, you probably enjoyed Santa Cop.
Oh, you must have.
With the Bob and Tom
yes,
players.
Of course you did.
They're coming back. That would be kind of disturbing for kids if they saw Santa reach into his coat and pull out
a gun?
A Glock.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We don't want to see that. That was a very festive arrest. You got that going.
Yeah, very, yeah.
Wouldn't see that coming.
So, and I'm sorry, this was a drug bust?
Yeah, in Peru.
Okay. How does the song go? Narc, the herald angels sing. Oh, that's the wrong song.
you, baby.
Thanks for your support.
Take it, Tommy. Take it.
Narc, the herald angels. Oh, sorry.
No.
Okay. Of course, the big mistake was hiding the drugs in the chimney. Most times it'd be fine, but Santa's coming on the chimney. Oh my God, we got kilos of blow.
Well, they were nice about it. They had cocaine, they had little baggies, and they left out milk and cookies.
That's nice.
Sure Santa's nourished.
So,
maybe we should write this movie, Josh.
Huh?
Santa Cop. Don't you just love?
I thought it was a TV show.
Wait, you know what? Write a movie. Write Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
No, here's the movie. Santa is he's special forces, but he's retired and he's being Santa Claus for the neighborhood kids.
Mm-hmm.
Some narrative. It's Die Hard with Santa in a mall. Well, not a mall. What would he? Where would Santa be seeing kids in
the department store?
In the beginning of Scrooged, he's at his out the North Pole when he's under attack, and with the help of Lee Majors,
that's right.
They fight the terrorists off.
Exactly right,
in the night the reindeer die.
Grab it, Santa.
Well, and I thought we'd switch gears a little bit here. This is something new for us to listen to, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's something kind of special. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but well, let's find out.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. It was a snowy Christmas Eve, and I'd gotten a last-minute part-time job at the mall. They needed an extra Santa for the Christmas Eve extravaganza. So I got all dressed up in a Santa Claus outfit. And it was really fun finding out what all the little kids wanted for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I got done pretty late at the mall, so I just left my Santa Claus suit on. And I walked to my truck in a snowy winter wonderland. I ended up checking out some adult entertainment spots on the way home that night. And it turned out to be a magical Christmas Eve. I even wrote this poem about it. 'Twas the night before Christmas. I hit all the strip clubs with guys getting lap dances, sporting half chubs. Dancers' garters were stuffed with singles and fives from dudes who didn't want to be home with their wives. Crystal and Roxy report to stage 2. White Snake's keyed up. Time to do what you do. I dressed up like Santa with the suit and the beard, hoping a stripper might see me and want to get weird. When out on stage 3, there arose such a clatter, I craned my neck to see what was the matter. Then what to my wondering eyes did appear? The biggest set of jugs I'd seen all last year. She was fire-ass hot with a big O behind. I knew in an instant, this chick must be mine. Forget Crystal and Roxy, I'm off to stage 3. Santa'd never seen hefties like these. She danced over to me. Her butt gave me a twerk. Her pasties fell off, and I went to work. I said, I'm Santa. Come sit here on my knee. I've got presents for you. Have you something for me? She said, you're too skinny to be Santa Claus, honey. But I'll play along. Do you have any money? We were off to the champagne room. In a flash, I whipped out my wallet and showered her with cash. Take my 20s, my 50s, whatever the price. And what happened next was both naughty and nice.
Oh.
And that Christmas Eve, Santa came twice. Swear to God he did.
Thank you, Donnie.
All right.
Isn't that a touching moment of Christmas Eve at the strip club? I wonder if they have do they have the roast beef platter out and the buffet?
Oh, a nice spread.
I'm sure.
You can do a beef Manhattan.
Roast beef, huh?
Deli. Yeah, I went with the
Good choice.
Well, you don't want chicken wings.
You're pure evil.
Coming up, Christy, give me the teaser.
Well, we have a hawk in the news that landed in a Christmas tree. We have python sniffing dogs now in Florida.
No kidding.
Yep. And
otherwise known as python food.
Yeah, I was going to say
Python community rejoices.
So why did you name your golden retriever Bait?
The Python news is area man starts food delivery.
Next week, I guarantee we have the story Python sniffing dogs plan backfired.
Absolute.
Just this big lump. When we I want to hear about this when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show. and Tom 24/7.
Oh, sure, you've heard about the Bob and Tom podcast, but have you taken time to listen? They're quite fun and funny. The Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, that Josh Arnold podcast, and one we call Bits and Pieces podcast. To dive into the archive, just head on over to bobandtom.com/podcasts to download. And did I mention they're free? That's right. The Bob and Tom podcasts at bobandtom.com/podcasts.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Congressional leaders appear to be on the brink of a COVID-19 economic aid package, but there's no deal quite yet. Negotiators went home from the Capitol Wednesday night. An agreement seemed near that would extend help to individuals and businesses as shipped coronavirus vaccines start to hit around the country. Negotiators are working on a $900 billion package that will revive subsidies for businesses hit hard by the pandemic. They're looking at new direct payments of about $600 to most Americans. A Chinese space capsule has returned to Earth with the first fresh rock samples from the moon in more than 40 years. The China National Space Administration says the capsule of the Chang'e 5 probe landed in Inner Mongolia just after 2 a.m. It earlier separated from its orbiter module and performed a bounce off Earth's atmosphere to reduce its speed before passing through and floating down on parachutes. It's the latest breakthrough for China's increasingly ambitious space program that also includes a robotic mission to Mars and plans for a permanent orbiting space station. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why was the snowman rummaging through a bag of carrots?
Why was the snowman rummaging through a bag of carrots?
He was picking his nose.
Great. Great.
Let me tell you something. It could be the time of year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for Josh Arnold's joke of the day. Since he did not approve of Ace's joke, go ahead.
Guy goes to the doctor. Doctor says, "What can I do for you, sir?" He goes, "Well, I've got 5 penises." Guy goes, "What? You have 5 penises? My gosh, how do your pants fit?" Guy goes, "Like a glove."
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Ken Tarmac.
Hey!
Hey, we just landed. I got a call on the white courtesy phone. I'll tell you what.
What?
Corporate has spy goggles today. They can find me anywhere.
Really?
So I'm on the plane. I'm on the 620 guy. Like I was saying, I'm next to some guy that kept going on and on and on today.
Yeah.
And almost ruined. Oh, gosh. Oh, I have another phone call.
You do?
Oh, and it's Tobic.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want to take this one.
Why not?
Hey, you want to hear a trick?
Well, okay.
Watch how I lose them. All you have to do is duplicate your voicemail greeting, and they have no idea it's not you.
Oh, okay.
Just listen to this.
All right.
I'm going to click over.
Okay.
Listen, I got to memorize it, though.
Okay.
Okay, hang tight. Hi, you've reached gold level sales leader Kenneth Tarmac. I'm sorry I can't take your call at the moment, but your call is very important to me. I check messages every quarter hour unless in flight, in which case I'll answer upon landing. So after the tone, please leave me your name, 2 numbers, and a brief message. Or you can Skypage, text, or preferably email me at ktar_backslashcloser.com. He's still talking.
Is he talking?
Yeah, he's still chatting me up. Oh, God. I'll catch you later.
Oh, bye.
I can't get enough of this.
All right, bye.
We just landed and I pulled it off again.
Oh, you did?
I don't
Okay.
believe I called Bob.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling.
Oh, yeah. Get a bathtub and some candles. And
Vapor bath crystals.
I'm all in, man.
Yeah, baby.
Sounds
801
nice.
at Q95 is the Bob and Tom Show.
We got to get you new. Maybe we should get you a new big bathtub for Christmas.
Well, I saw Christy's tub. It looks amazing.
Oh, it's, Christy, what's the weather like in your bathtub?
Right now,
Oh, how about outside your bathtub?
outside the bathtub, it's a little bit chilly. In fact, it's only going to be 32 today, currently 29 degrees, 40 tomorrow. That's from the CarX Man.
Well, thank you, CarX Man. Thank you, Christy Lee. Let's get back to the action. Everybody ready?
Yes. Yeah.
There we go. a little shuffle. This is the Bob and Tom program. Today is the 17th of December, 2020. We are here and glad to be here. Got a lot going on out there. Hope you do too. You're well and able to do a little shopping.
Yeah.
Support all those great stores out there, those brick and mortar places that you've been going to. I'm sure they're doing everything they can do to keep safe and keep it clean and help all those folks in your favorite restaurants, et cetera, et cetera. Right now, I'm too busy dancing to talk.
Oh, look at you getting down. Man, oh, man.
Yeah, okay.
The old
Let's
soft
see.
shoe.
There's Ace Cosby.
Where'd you
our
get that
engineer.
top hat?
Man, the cane.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute, we're on the TV. They're going to figure out that you're lying. I'm not wearing a top hat. Chick McGee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby is over there. This is Tom speaking. Willie G, Patty G, and Christy Lee. And it all rhymes and everything is great. By the way, the Bob and Tom Show, the home of the Straight Talk Hotline. Remember, Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. Straight Talk Wireless. And that Straight Talk Hotline will be ringing again soon.
I'm tired of all that crooked talk.
Well, then you need Straight Talk.
Give me some Straight Talk.
There we go. Let's see now. We were checking in with Christy. Got a couple Christmassy requests we're going to get to momentarily. Christy, what's happening over there?
Florida's new python-sniffing dog has recently had its first success tracking down a snake.
Question.
Yes.
Does that mean that there was something unsuccessful prior to this?
Yes, if this is the first successful.
No, we had a lot of. Do you know, I told you this before, the drug sniffing dogs, they've come up with something, I don't know how new it is, but they used to, when they would find a bag with something, they'd paw at the bag. Well, now the dog just sits in front of the bag because they were running into the dogs were tearing the bags up trying to get the drugs. So now they've trained it. Isn't that cool? The dogs just go over and sit down.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, there are drugs in there. Come on, let's go. And let me tell you, they don't treat you very well. I mean, whoops.
The Florida.
Okay, I'm sorry. So these are what now? They go ahead. They
The
sniff.
Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission recently began training the black Labrador retriever named Truman to detect a python scent and alert handlers when they come across one. Last week, Truman successfully found an 8-foot Burmese python in the Rocky Glades public small game hunting area. With an estimated 100 to 300,000 pythons in the state. The new program aims to help eradicate the invasive species that threatens the Florida Everglades ecosystem. Truman is trained to stay about 3 feet away from the reptiles.
honey, the python's in the trash again. What did I tell you?
There's a picture of this dog here. I just saw it. And it's in this high grass. You can imagine that these massive snakes are hiding in the grass. Yikes. That's just terrifying.
Would you say that's what you're most scared of? Like just on sight, like spiders or snakes?
If I saw an 8-foot snake in the wild, I'd be a little bit frightened. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
I don't think a python's going to... They don't move that fast. They're not going to come after you.
Christy likes pet snakes. She doesn't mind
I wouldn't
that at
mind
all.
a snake.
There you go.
Oh, it doesn't bother me at all.
I had
They're
a snake.
cool.
I had a python. I had a ball python.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care what you did with your python. The thing is...
Get a ball python. What happened to it?
Tube like. And
what happened to it?
I gave it to my brother when I moved to Korea. And then he kept it for a while. And then when his girlfriend moved in, the snake mysteriously died.
Oh,
no.
No.
And then John said he took it and whipped it into the woods.
Did he use those words?
Yes.
Excellent.
No, snakes do not bother me. I'm not afraid of them.
No, so this is a dog, as you said, trained to
smell
a cool thing.
a python.
But if someone said to you they were a python sniffer, doesn't that sound like something you would search on Pornhub?
Yeah.
Python sniffer. That is really disgusting. Wow. I'd be really worried about the dogs, though. Can't the pythons?
Yeah, they strike. They can strike quickly. So
they can bite.
Python?
I thought they squeezed.
They do, but they bite and to grip, and then they wrap around it.
Oh,
I believe the past tense of squeezes squoze. Jeez, Christy, don't embarrass me.
You know, it would be really. I just thought of something. What's the name of this dog again?
Truman.
How funny would it be if someone introduces, this is our beautiful black lab, Truman. He's a trained python sniffer, and the dog runs right up to you and just starts going nuts on your crotch. And you go, well thank you.
Yeah, you know.
I get that a lot. It's, no, please, above the knee, for God's sake.
Yeah, no, go by smell, not by weight.
Wasn't that your, when you were out there on the dating scene, didn't you take the girls to the hardware store and go over to the stud finder?
No, that's completely...
Beep, right there.
I love the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You've never done the stud finder joke?
Classic. You've done the
It is a
towel
classic.
joke. You've done the Charlie Chaplin. You got to do the stud finder.
The towel trick is by far the best one. Let's move forward here. I thought we'd do another little Christmassy thing here.
Why not?
Because
Tis the season, isn't it?
It certainly is. This is a little bit of the famous Mr. O.
Hello and welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious, and welcome to our special Christmas presentation of the Mr. Obvious program. This week, let's take a trip around the house and focus on Christmas decorations. If your home's like the Mr. Obvious household, you'll be looking to buy that Christmas tree and install it in your living room. Perhaps you could be like Papa Obvious and venture into the woods yourself with a nice sharp axe and cut down your own Christmas tree. And this is a time you're going to want to start your Mr. Obvious checklist. You'll need to measure your tree and then measure the area in your home where you'd like to install your Christmas tree. Measure your tree and trim the bottom. This is crucial. The bottom of the tree to fit your area of your home accordingly. And have a very Merry Christmas. Well, I see we have a phone call here on the Mr. Obvious Show. Hello, Mr. Obvious.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hey, Mr. Obvious, long-time listener, first-time caller. Actually decided to follow in Papa Obvious's footsteps. Yeah, we went out in the woods, picked out a great big pine tree. Used that great axe idea, and chopped it down that way, and we've got a big, beautiful tree, Mr. O.
Well, super, and Merry Christmas to you.
Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
Well, here's my problem.
Uh-oh.
We got it home okay, and it fit in the living room just great because I used that tape measure suggestion you had. Great idea.
Right.
Well, here's my problem. I chopped off the 6 inches, just like you said, off the bottom.
On the bottom.
Yep, and I tried standing her up, and it fits just fine. But, well, it won't stay up there. It just keeps falling over. Now I got a Christmas tree on my floor, Mr. Obvious, and I mean, that ain't Christmas.
Well, no, caller, that certainly isn't Christmas. I can see, I guess, how you might need a little help here.
Yeah, I sure do, Mr. O.
All righty. Now, caller, have you tried standing your tree in some sort of container?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the container for?
You know, to give the tree some sort of support.
Right. Okay, so just like put it in a trash can and that'll hold it up, right?
No, not a trash can, caller. Something that's a bit smaller and that could hold water to keep your tree nice and fresh for the entire Christmas season.
Something like, how about an old shoe?
No, I don't think a shoe would work for you. You need something a little larger that would hold water. You could set your Christmas tree in. Now, stick with me here, caller. How about a Christmas tree stand?
Ooh, a stand. I never made the connection. That's a great idea, Mr. O. You know what? I think if we do it that way, we're going to be able to get lights around it and get ornaments hung on it where they'll stay, and we can probably even stick presents under the thing. This is going to be the best Christmas ever. Mr. Obvious, God bless you.
Thank you very much.
And God bless us, everyone.
Thank you, caller, very much. And Merry Christmas to everyone on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Thank you so much. That's the great Mr. Obvious.
Love it.
Now we return to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have we missed?
Well, we've had a koala, we've had a snake, and now a hawk in a Christmas tree. The hawk flew in through an open door perched on the family's tree in Scotland. Police, along with the Animal Rescue Unit, responded when the family reported the hawk had flown into their home and just simply perched on their Christmas tree.
Cool.
Well, I just found a picture of this thing. This is scary. Beautiful, beautiful hawk.
Hawks are gorgeous.
It appears to be eating the baby Jesus from the creche.
Oh, my. That's
yikes.
He'll be fine in 3 days.
Sure.
They got the nativity scene going there.
I'll tell you what animal freaks me out. We were talking about snakes.
Here we go. All right.
And I know you guys are going to giggle, but I've been watching a lot of videos lately. Kangaroos are the weirdest. If you really start looking at a kangaroo, they are so creepy. And they are making news today.
And before we get to that, Josh, you want to comment? Doesn't a good friend of ours have a comment about Chad Daniels?
Chad Daniels, great comedian, says the kangaroo should be called Tyrannosaurus deer.
Oh.
And he's dead on.
Yes.
That is absolutely
They're bigger than you think they are.
I posted a video earlier this week of a kangaroo trying. He must be seeing his reflection in the window of a person's home, and he's trying to get in. And it's the most terrifying. They have like a chest of a man and these claws. Well, this story.
A chest of a man.
Look at it.
We'll come back with that. But we had the one earlier in which it was in Australia, and the woman was jogging, and this kangaroo came after her and knocked her down, and they blamed the perfume.
Yep.
They said she was, and she happened to. I remember she was
Sarah Jessica Parker perfume.
Yeah, and I guess they think that the critter was attracted to the perfume. So if you have an enemy that lives in Australia, send her some Sarah Jessica Parker and you can expect an attack to take place. I want to remind you, this is what is today? Thursday. Tuesday we did our very special Omaha steak and eggs breakfast. Delicious.
So good.
And what a great gift. I spent more time yesterday, went online and sent some steaks to some friends. Omaha Steaks, how does it work? Well, they've got the big box. What's it called again, Josh?
A cooler.
A cooler, thank you very much. And they put stuff in it so it keeps everything frozen, and then it arrives at your house, and it's time to have a party. Omaha Steaks has a very special thing going on right now. When you get to the omahasteaks.com page, you type in BTS at the top of the page for a very special offer, the Deluxe Grillers Assortment. Once again, BTS at the top of the page. What do you get, Josh?
You get those butcher's cut filet mignons and a vast variety of entrees, sides, desserts, all those potatoes all gratin. They complement the meat so perfectly. Right now, get the Deluxe Grillers Assortment, and you'll get 4 free burgers and a free digital meat thermometer, all at an exclusive price available to you, the Bob and Tom Show listener. Go to omahasteaks.com today. You're going to want to order your things now and enter the code BTS into the search bar.
Shop for the very best Omaha Steaks. Whoever you send them to is going to be very, very happy. I'd much rather have that than, say, the book you were going to send me, because I can eat these.
Yes.
Omahasteaks.com. Once again, BTS in the search bar for the best gourmet gifts of the season. Lots of different choices, by the way. And some surprisingly good stuff. For example, lasagna and more. Omahasteaks.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you by typing BTS in the search bar. Coming back with kangaroos in the news and a surprise or two. And when we return, the return of the Bob and Tom players live. No one has seen the script, so nothing can go wrong. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Hey, did you know the Bob and Tom Show app is on your phone? Or it could be. You know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app? Let them know it's available in the iTunes or Google Play Store. You download the Bob and Tom app onto your mobile device, and next thing you know, you're listening to your local station. You can tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7. You suddenly have a girlfriend. You've won $1 million. Well, those things may not happen, but you can set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. It's the Bob and Tom app. And did we mention it's free? Download it today and let your friends and family know it's a great way to stay in touch with the Bob and Tom Show over the holidays.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Ludacris will appear on a special edition of The Price is Right. He will play to help contestants win prizes and benefit his Ludacris Foundation. That special will air on January 13th on CBS. Chance the Rapper will decorate cookies, sit in front of a fireplace, and rap about Christmas. His holiday special is called Chi-Town Christmas. It airs tomorrow on Instagram, YouTube, and in virtual reality on Oculus. And singer Randy Owen of Alabama will be the honorary co-chair of the World Games 2022, which are going to be held in Birmingham, Alabama. He'll be part of the opening and closing ceremonies. Charles Barkley also is a co-chair. The World Games are patterned after the Olympics, but showcase athletic events not part of the Olympics. Among those, parachuting, bowling, flying discs, dance sports, and surfing. And the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is boasting of the success of Truman. Who's Truman? Well, he's a black Labrador retriever, and he's trained to sniff out pythons. Wildlife officials trained him and another dog to detect a python scent and alert their handlers when they do. Last week, Truman became the first to pass the literal smell test when he spotted an 8-foot Burmese python in Miami-Dade County. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Well, shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I bet you were fun in school.
Had a good time at school.
Yeah, I bet the teachers loved you.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, right. Yeah, I went to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. You look like you spend a lot of time lifting weights. Are you a fitness buff?
Yeah, I like to pump a little iron, you know what I mean? I drink the protein shakes, take the vitamins, take the St. John's for my wart. I do the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a wart, do you?
I like to go out and chalk up. The whole key is chalking up. You got to chalk up when you go. You got to chalk it up. I got the weight belt on. Chicks dig the weight belts. They dig the weight belts with a name on the back. You know, Steve. I don't know who Steve is, but he's missing his weight belt. Is that what you were waiting for? That's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like to pump it up. You got to be in top shape because I play golf.
You do.
You guys know the golf bit.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot of
bit.
golf. I got some new golf jokes. I play a lot of golf. Oh, yeah. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. The instructor's always trying to change your grip. Like, hey, you're not the boss of me. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. I got the weight belt on. Steve's playing some golf, baby. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder? 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Larry Reeb. No, well, Larry, you are from
Chicago.
You just got a great Chicago accent.
Well, originally I'm from a little town, Dwight, Illinois. It's a farm town. There's a mental institution and a women's prison there.
Really?
And my parents met. Here I am. But yeah.
Hi, 820 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. How you doing?
Do it like the Car X Man.
I like the Car X Man.
There you go.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Go 820 at
820 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy. Can you
Yes,
do
sir,
weather,
Tom.
please?
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX.
Yeah.
Cloudy, cold, high 32, clearing some late, down to 24, and then partly cloudy and 40 tomorrow. 29 now.
But don't worry. I'm the Car X Man.
That's right.
Stick your head in the manifold.
He's also a psychiatrist.
Don't worry.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here. This is what, the 17th of December. As Christy said, Christmas is a week from today plus one, though. We're having it on the 25th
How about
this year.
saying it this way? It's a week from tomorrow.
There you go.
How about that? How's that work for you?
Earlier there was a
What a
problem.
weirdo.
Did I screw that up too?
No.
Oh.
Well, you did, but don't worry about it. Who cares?
Yeah, look who you screwed it up with.
Good point.
Okay, where were we? Let's see. We're getting ready to talk with comedian Al Jackson. And first off, I'll introduce everybody. There's Ace, there's Chick, there's Josh, there's Christy, I'm Tom. Patty G is over there getting ready for the Bob and Tom Players live event. Nothing can go wrong there. Willie G. And, there's Al right there. I can see him. Al Jackson, comedian, joins us from Denver. Are you in Denver today?
I am in Denver right before I go to Los Angeles. And also, what is Willie doing? It looks like he's.
It's a health food supplement from Boulder, Colorado. Actually, it's an immune thing. Sorry about that, Al. That was distracting.
Oh no! I was just curious as to what I was watching, but that's all
a
good.
Health thing from Colorado sounds like
that's
for anxiety.
Marijuana. No, I just meant because Al's in Denver. That's in Boulder.
Hey,
It does
show
sound.
brought to you by Dope. Here's
That's what you say to the cop as they're opening your glove compartment. You're like, hey, before you go in there, what you're about to find is a health thing from Colorado. All right,
very healthy.
How can I say this? I got a bad immune system. You check me out? Yeah.
Al, you enjoy the various cannabis-related products. What is your self-medication of choice?
It varies, bro. A lot of times I like stuff to help me sleep kind of at the end of the day. I'm not a guy that likes to be high during the day. I sound like I'm 500 years old, but I'll just shut down and start eating junk food. I'm really like what a 1950s propaganda film thought that marijuana did to people. It makes me kind of lazy and snack foodie. So I need to have it kick in like about 9 when I'm ready to go to bed. So I like the stuff that kind of makes you sleepy.
And what do they call that?
That's
That's your indica dominant hybrids.
Okay.
Yes.
Edibles by the Incredibles, or maybe even Shiba Chew has a product that could work for you.
So Al, you're going to be going to Los Angeles. You work out of Denver, Colorado, but you're heading back to L.A., and I know you've got family members there. Have you done all your Christmas shopping?
I did, man. Knocked all that out with Amazon. Have you ever stopped? This is weird. I just stopped for a second. I was like, I did all my holiday shopping, and I have not left the house. And it's in all over the country, all the stuff I need to get to my mom and my sister. Like, Amazon is amazing. I'm sorry. Like, think about the smallest town in America, and, they'll deliver stuff there. How did they do that? Some town with 15 people, how did they do that? That's amazing.
You're right, but I did the opposite. I went to I did all local this year. I went to actual places and got gift cards.
Good for you. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, we will be having.
You went into the store to get gift cards?
I sure did. Yeah.
We're doing our gift exchange tomorrow. I already sent you your gift, Alan. I think you already ate one of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Omaha
we
steaks.
ate 2 of them.
All right.
All right. Very, very, very good. I'm surprising everyone here with something a little bit different tomorrow. Tune in to find out.
Strippers?
No.
I don't really need a stripper this year, but thank you for the thought.
Christy, we have gender fluid strippers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, Christy, as a woman, would you prefer a male or a female stripper? If you had to, and not like a gag gift.
I'm already
just like, hey, this is kind of sexy.
I'm so already turned on that she has to even think about it.
I'm so horny. Wait, guys. And by the way, when he says, what is your fluid? They're not leaking or anything.
Well, of course
not. Not yet.
Sometimes they are.
It's early.
Gender fluid doesn't mean. Okay, sorry to point that out. Well, let's move forward here. I'm glad you've got a big Christmas ahead, Al. Now, so when are you going to be back on the Daily Blast on the TV?
We will be back on the TV. We're just taking the 1 week off because we're a live show, so we only just take the Christmas the Christmas week, and then we're right back on.
Okay.
Now,
so
you're great
1
on
week.
it, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Now, I haven't seen it this week. Have you dressed up as Santa or anything? Did you put like an elf suit or any of those stuff?
No, I have. I'm not a big Santa dress up guy, but I think that would just scare the mess out of my kids. I don't know, my littlest one, and then everybody else would be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Now, speaking of your kids, you have a book out there, Al Jackson's book. In fact, I think I've got one. I do have it right here. This is called "Where Is Baby Ford?" And it's written by Al Jackson. It's a kid's book with lots of great drawings in it. And it's a benefit project, which makes it even better. And it benefits the Firefly Autism Group in Lakewood, Colorado. So maybe you could be a New Year's gift. And where do they get that again, Al?
They can just go to Al Jackson Live .com. It's on my website, or they can just reach further and further under your desk. I don't know how it's harder for you to get to it every week, but that's really what I look forward to, Tom. Pat. He like reached for it, and then I'm waiting to see like a trap door open and him to reach down, and there's like another hand holding on to it as he pulls it from the gates of hell. But yes,
and then a bat
thank you.
Knew Al was coming up. There was a spill incident yesterday, so I had to move a few things.
My God, how much longer are you going to play this coffee cup you spilled on Tuesday?
Okay, now, Al, let's get right to it. The part of the reason for this show is to catch up with you, of course, A, and B, to catch me up with contemporary language and what's happening out there to see if I can get a little bit hipper. What have we got today?
A little bit hipper. Yeah.
We got to make sure that your ear continues to beat to the street, because the streets is watched and the streets is talking. You feel me?
Sure. I'd rather I'm not going to really feel you. It'd be a little not really my thing.
Okay.
I'm sure you feel just nice.
I bet he feels real nice.
Oh, I bet he's pretty firm.
What are you thinking? Like rock hards with everything?
Well, I mean, his arms. Have you seen his arms? Okay. My gosh.
Josh, now I'm getting hot.
Guys, we can turn the radio show off and we can just do what we have to do. All right.
What have we got?
All right. Tom, if I told you to take several seats, what would I be telling you to do?
Take several seats. Calm way down.
Tom.
Is that correct?
We are going into the break with you on fire. That is exactly right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because obviously he was going to take a seat.
Right, but this is...
Take several seats. This is going to take a while. I like this. Is that right?
That's exactly right. Like
Nailed
Tom just used logic and just completely got that.
Yeah.
I am impressed. Tom, I'm so impressed. I kind of want to take you out in the whip. What does that mean?
Take you out in the whip. Is that an automobile?
Oh, my God.
Tom,
Killing
2
it.
for 2. Man. Going into the break. Your son is staring at you.
Holy heck.
Like you are holding up a Super Bowl trophy right now. And he's 7 years old.
I've never been more proud of my father.
Now, is any car a whip? I mean, if I grab the kids again in the Suburban, that's still a whip?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A big whip, obviously.
Yeah, and does everybody agree, Willie?
Cool whip.
Yeah.
It can always be, a whip is just a car. So, I'll accept that.
What is the origin of that, do you think?
You can whip around town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whip it out.
And a cool whip.
Whip it out.
Cool whip, Pat. That's
like a Corvette. Maybe?
That's the first topping with the creamy taste.
We all know what Cool Whip is, Tom.
Cool Whip is a whipped topping.
Josh, ever sat down with an entire bowl of Cool Whip and just polished it off?
I have done this. I've put a slice of pumpkin pie in the Cool Whip container and eaten it like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, like cereal.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds
Let me tell you
I would like to do that right now.
That sounds like what you do the night you're on death row when you don't care anymore.
That is
I love
badass,
it, Josh.
man.
Well, this is why when I'm at the gates at an airport, they say, take several seats, sir.
Different
No,
meaning.
literally. You
Bringing
need
it all
to pay
around,
for
baby.
it and take
Yeah, I say, what do you mean? I'm not upset about anything. No.
That was stellar.
What do we learn, though? What do they call the extension belt chick? I think you had this one.
I know some people in the airline community, elephant belt.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that sensitive?
It's kind of a negative.
Here's your elephant belt, fatty.
I don't think they call it to their
Hey,
face.
Dumbo seats 5A and B. Elephant belt.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Al, I'm 2 for 2. I'm due to lose one. What have we got next?
No, Tom, don't say that. We're going to give you one to just keep it going. Tom, what does dank mean?
Isn't that
There
a
are
type
2
of,
definitions I'll accept.
dank is a type of marijuana.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm not. Does it smell real bad, or does it that what?
No, you're 1 for 1 with the definition. Dank is a type of marijuana, but also you could also say this, like you could walk in somewhere and use that phrase in a room. What would it be
like this room is dank or this crowd is dank? I don't know.
I would say this room. Dank just means kind of high-end taste.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so but I mean, if you think about dank in terms of marijuana, it's kind of a higher end.
Yeah.
It's got a pungent odor. So yeah, that's.
You walk into a nice lobby of a hotel or whatever. Oh my gosh, this place is more dank than I thought it was.
Oh, so that means really fancy?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's that
Tom,
song.
I'm counting yours.
There's that song. Pat, you want to write this down? Dankashane.
Oh yeah. I'm going to write that down.
You really stink, Dankashane.
We may have lost Al on that. Do you know the song Dunkashane, Al?
Yeah, that was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Come on now.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, right.
Very good. Very good. Okay, well, I'm sort of 3 for 3, kind of. I'll go.
That definitely counts. You got. There's 2 definitions. You got one. Tom, we're keeping the momentum going. Tom, we know what it is to spill the tea, but what does it mean to sip the tea?
To sip the tea.
I know what spill the tea means.
What is spill the tea again?
Tell the gossip. Hey, what'd you hear from so and so?
Oh, yeah, having a tea party. Yeah.
Perhaps sip the tea means to believe the gossip.
You take it's like drinking the Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, you sip the tea. Is that right? Believing the gossip.
Yeah, sip the tea. It doesn't even. It just means you're listening to it. Like, Josh came in with all the tea, and I just sat there and sipped it.
You just did it. Just did it.
So Tom is 4 for 4?
I love it.
When Al started talking, you took a sip of your drink. It's when you're just watching.
Oh, that's what that comes from?
Yeah,
Okay.
you were sipping the tea.
All right. Okay, well, then we're going to sip the tea. I'll tell you what, I walked in this place. It was quite dank. And then I ran into Al, and pretty soon I was sipping the tea. And then I said, why don't we go whip out my car?
No.
You were so close.
No, Tom.
You were right there.
Why don't you quit while you're ahead?
Why don't we get in the whip? And
right
there you go.
Then once he got in the car, I said, hey, man, you got to take several seats because this is a Suburban and there are 8 of them.
Al, you probably shouldn't have taught Tom the word whip because if he misuses that in a group.
Yeah. that will affect all the people at Bob and Tom. So,
That's what we call actionable.
Yeah. Your heart was in the right place.
Now your lawyer's in this place.
Now, Al, I've got my book on fringe speech throughout the 20th century. I'm going to hit you
Can
with
we
one
put
of
a
these.
camera on Willie while you do this? I don't care about myself. I just hates it so much.
I'm proud of him today.
I got an easy one for you, Al. You're going to get this.
Okay.
What is a hot number?
An attractive woman?
That is one of the definitions. What is the other? There's 2 definitions.
Cool, a good song.
Wow. You got it.
All right.
You've got it. Hot number. She was a hot number.
All right, give me another one real quick.
Man, that saxophone was blowing a hot number. Wait a minute. That could have 2 meanings. I'm sorry. or she, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tom, while you're looking, let me ask Christy a question while you're looking for another word. Christy, which is a sexier jazz instrument? A guy that can play the saxophone or a guy that can play the trumpet?
Oh, saxophone, no doubt.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know, and the only reason I say that, and I know we have a friend who's a great trumpet player, but I am not a big fan of the trumpet. And I know the embouchure thing and all that, but a saxophone player to me is just really hot.
Gotcha.
Christy, you love the woodwind? Is that it? You love woodwind?
I guess. I don't know.
Not a brass gal?
Yeah.
And Christy, you never answered the stripper question. I'm just saying.
I'm still thinking.
Can I just say that I have a theory, Tom, and I hope this is a good time to put this on the radio.
What's your theory?
Okay. Here's my theory, and Christy, you tell me if I'm crazy. And this is from years of asking my female friends. Yeah. I think that, when men walk into a room and they see women, they're like, oh, there's some attractive women here. Might want to talk to her, I really think that almost the exact same number of women walking in that same room have the same feelings about those women. I have never met a woman that is not attracted to women. I have never.
Well, of course you're attracted to attractive women. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
I didn't know how really common. I mean, it makes sense. Women are beautiful. I just didn't know how common it was. It's kind of interesting now. If you think back on your whole life, fellas, that like, oh, yeah, I wish you had gone home with me. It's like, oh, she might have gone home with a girl. You know,
well, I never know that.
There's competition in the room. Listen, there's competition in the room that we didn't see for years. It was like a sniper movie you didn't know.
Right.
I've never gone
women
home
are
with...
just like,
the woman, but I've definitely noticed attractive women, of course.
Well, okay. Now, before we go, I've got one more for you, Al. Mazuma.
Oh.
What does Mazuma mean?
Would you be able to use it in a sentence without giving it away?
No.
Okay.
Okay, Mazuma, I'm going to say
It's like a soccer shoe.
Sounds like what a cartoon says when he sees a hot girl. Mazuma.
It does not. It doesn't give the origin of this one. Usually, it does.
I hear Montezuma's Revenge.
That's what I hear. I was going to say diarrhea.
Is it like Bazinga?
I'll end the speculation. It means money.
Oh, really?
Mazuma.
Huh.
1937?
Heavy on the Mazuma. This one does not have a date or a. Usually, it has the origin and the name of the book or movie it was in.
That's because writing instruments did not exist when this was topical. That's why they couldn't write it down.
So once again,
Cave walls.
If you've got the Mazuma, I'll take you and whip it in my car. Wait a minute.
No. Again. Forget that whole whip.
Tom, you're 4 for 4. Just don't say anything else.
You and me in the whip. We're gonna go to some dank. We're gonna go to some dank pad and sip the cereal. Wait a minute.
Go back to Dookie Rope.
I feel like Tom would be like he's about to go undercover like the next day, and he's kind of using these words, and all the cops are like, "Yeah, good luck. He's dead. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, thanks for doing this mission. He's a dead man."
Good job.
Al Jackson, thank you, Al. Once again, it's aljacksonlive.com. His book is Where Is Baby Ford. Have a great holiday, Al.
Happy holidays.
I truly love
Safe
you guys.
travels.
I'm appreciative for you guys. And shout out to the Bob and Tom listeners. You guys made my dreams come true with this book this year. I love everybody. Thank y'all.
Oh,
Love you,
you're so
Al.
welcome. Thank you, Al.
Now, coming up, the Bob and Tom players. I think we're going to get to that next.
Okay.
You guys have your scripts yet?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good.
Haven't seen
Which
it.
is how we want it.
Yeah, you don't want to really see them. Right now, I want to remind you about our friends at Roman. Here's a great holiday gift you haven't thought of. Getting something for yourself that's going to get something for somebody else, too, perhaps. I'm talking about getting rid of this ED problem, erectile dysfunction. Not easy to talk to. Tired of saying I lost my mojo. Too embarrassed to go to the family doctor and go, hey, doc, this isn't happening. How about trying it this way? Roman is a pharmaceutical distributor. You get hooked up by going to getroman.com/wood. What happens? Well, you are hooked up with a healthcare professional for a free consultation. And if you are indeed a candidate for these pharmaceuticals, guess what? You're also eligible for Roman's famous free 2-day shipping. GetRoman.com/wood. Straightforward, simple, and discreet. Once again, that free online visit with a healthcare professional. ED used to be tough to tackle, but not anymore. GetRoman.com/wood. Do it right now. If approved today, you'll get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That's GetRoman.com/wood. $15 off. Once again, GetRoman.com/wood. Get part of your life back that will make it a happy new year. When we come back, I think we're going to have the Bob and Tom players. Nothing can go wrong. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
folks. Boom, it's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hey, West Coast Mountain correspondent Al Jackson's going to be zooming in. He's the co-host of the nationally syndicated daytime talk show Daily Blast Live. They are featured on television stations around the country, perhaps in your market. Also, the author of a children's book, Where is Baby Ford? Available at aljacksonlive.com. Again, portions of the proceeds benefit the Firefly Autism School in Lakewood, Colorado. Where is Baby Ford? A children's book might make a great stocking stuffer. Al Jackson on the Bob and Tom Show on a Thursday.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. From college football, at least 5 Power 5 teams have now withdrawn from consideration for a bowl game. Kansas State is the latest. The school has paused all football activities indefinitely amid an outbreak of positive COVID cases and contact tracing. The First Responders Bowl in Texas, the likely destination for Kansas State. Wildcats are the first Big 12 team to withdraw. They joined 3 ACC teams, Boston College, Virginia, and Pitt, and Stanford out of the Pac-12. In the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens have placed receivers Marquise Brown, Miles Boykin, and James Proche on the reserve COVID list, leaving their status uncertain for Sunday's game against the Jaguars. Brown scored a key touchdown for Baltimore in the fourth quarter of Monday's 47-42 victory at Cleveland. NFL owners have delayed a decision on implementing a 17-game regular season for 2021. The NFL and the Players Union agreed during collective bargaining talks earlier this year to adding one regular season game to the schedule, but not before next season. Thursday night football tonight, Raiders and the Chargers, and Major League Baseball and the managers say that they have been instructed to prepare for spring training to start on time in mid-February, despite uncertainty around the coronavirus. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You don't have a vanity plate, do you, Ace?
No.
Anybody here have one?
If I ever get a vanity plate, it's going to be Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati. Yeah.
Too many letters.
You only get 8 characters,
I mean,
dude.
it was. Shut up! Do you know how tough it was for Godwin to get "I am horny"?
No, it's "I am horny." ... So horny.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
I'm sick of being sick. I've been in my bed all week. I feel like dick. I'm sick of my TV. Now I'm hooked on all the soaps on ABC. I try to read a magazine or hear the radio or watch the Bad News Bears again on in HBO. I'm sick of being home, 'cause you think of stupid things when you're alone. I'm sick of this old house, and today I might try on my wife's new blouse. I saw 2 women fight like cats on Jerry Springer's show because their mom was
8:45 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, cold 32, clearing late down to 24. Some sunshine tomorrow, high 40, 29 now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. A lot going on. Saturday, of course, Big Ten Championship, Lucas Oil, Saturday at noon. Sunday at 1, the Colts are taking on the Houston Texans. And I'm not sure what the number of fans is going to be, 10,000 plus.
I think the last one was 12.
Was it? Okay. And then also Friday, NBA preseason, Philly at the Pacers. So it's all starting up. So let's hope everything happens and everything goes great. That's what we're hoping for, certainly. And looking for a great holiday season. Also looking forward to the Bob and Tom Players Live in a matter of seconds. This can't go wrong.
No.
Welcome back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Ace Cosby is our engineer, of course. and you'll find Ace at the OmahaSteaks.com joke of the day desk.
We haven't had a joke today, have we?
It's coming up in a matter of moments. I'll also remind you that Ace is responsible for answering the phone. That isn't just any phone, it's the Straight Talk hotline. That's right. The hotline is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. No contract and no compromise. Check out Straight Talk Wireless and the Straight Talk hotline. Chick McGee's over there.
Hi.
There's Josh.
Hello.
There's Christy. There's Patty G.
Hello.
Pat, do you have your script?
Yes.
Okay, well, again, in a matter of minutes, we're going to be checking in. There's Willie G. We're going to be checking in with the Bob and Tom players. Now, don't turn your scripts over, everybody.
Okay.
Because you have to be surprised by this. Pat, you are allowed to look at yours because you have the biggest role in this. It's actually going to be the first singing adventure of the Bob and Tom players. So we'll look forward to that.
Well, I guess we'll have to
get
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Hey.
Kenneth.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. Yeah, I have an ATL. Just got in from CLT through ORID. I'm sorry, I hate to do this. I got to put you guys on hold for a second. I got COVID blowing up my burner phone.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, this will only take a sec. I'll be back in 2 and 2.
All right.
I know. 7-time award winner Kenneth Tarmac speaking. What's up, maestro? Yeah, we just landed too. No, ATL, just got in from CLT. Yeah, it took forever in CLT.
Yeah.
We had weather, and the pilots could never find it. I know. No, that's yours to keep, bad boy. For his Joke of the Day series on the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? No can do. I've actually got Carol with me. No, not the blonde. Carol's the redhead from It's Just Lunch. I know, most expensive lunch ever. Correcto Mundo, been going on 2 weeks now. And once she heard about the spawn spread at the hotel lobby bar, there was no talking her out of it. And you got to try the app spread at the Marriott East South. No, not the one downtown. It's the one by the stabilization pond. Well, of course I know that. Always get a room in the north wing. You don't get the view of the water, but you can barely smell the sewage from there. No, I said the lobby bar. The lobby bar, it's called Dingleberries. Now, they've got wings, all-you-can-eat shrimp, soggy spring rolls, but chips and queso. All free, mi amigo. Well, Tobic, they got so many apps at Dingleberries, they should just drop the H and call it Appy Hour. I know. Well, that's what I said. No, it's happy hour with that. Get closer to a window. It's happy hour without the H. No, they're not apps like on your phone. It's appetizers. What's that? I know. Yeah, just now. Well, what possessed you to do that? I mean, on your work laptop? My God. Hang tight. I got to put you on hold for a second. I got Bob and Tom on the other line. Hey, gang, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Just telling Tobic that I burned a few Sky Miles and brought a friend of mine with me. This trip's like a little treat for her. You know me. I prefer to fly solo, but I figured she'd enjoy a free vacay, you know?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And personally, I wish she would have stayed back at O'Hare, but she gets free parking at the long-term lot, even though this is probably going to be a short-term relationship. I know. I know. Well, no, she didn't hear me, Tom. She's seated way back in I'm letting her get to know the Zone 4 people.
Yeah?
Nice. I can't even see her from where I am, and the first-class curtain kind of blocks the view. And better state, Tobic's on the other line freaking out because he accidentally logged into our receptionist Rebecca's OnlyFans account from his laptop.
Oh, whoops.
And somehow he accidentally signed up for a 3-year subscription to Rebecca's OnlyFans page using the company Amex.
Oh, man.
Been there.
Hey, Chick, if Jensen at corporate finds out, he'll fly Frida in from HR again.
I bet so.
Yeah. Bad breath, mustache, but huge cans. Hank, I got a sky hag staring at me. I said vodka and Diet Mountain Dew. No lime this time. Hey, gang, I got to say, Carol's coming down the aisle. Looks like a 1056.
Bye, Kenny.
1056.
Yeah, she's already got one bag full, Josh, and headed toward the lavatory. So much for my neuter at Carousel 4. Hey, listen, I'll call you from Phoenix. We just landed.
Thanks, Kenny Tarman just landed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time now for the Bob and Tom players live. And you can turn your script over. Now, you should don't read the whole thing. Just read the lines that you have. They should be highlighted in yellow.
Okay.
And Pat, you want to give a little background? You had time to rehearse this?
Yeah. This apparently is the commercialization of Christmas.
Okay, and we can do our line spoken word. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Powered by Duraflame.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
If it's dripping, you need Vicks Sinex.
Yuletide carols being sung by a choir.
That's the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, now streaming on Spotify.
Folks dressed up like the indigenous people of northern Alaska.
Winter jackets courtesy of the Burlington Coat Factory.
Everybody knows turkey.
Butterball turkeys are always tender and juicy.
And some mistletoe.
From the garden section of your local Walmart.
Will help to make the season bright.
If it's not bright, lights are what you need, so visit Home Depot.
Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow.
Thanks to colored contacts from Ladder Eye Care.
You'll find it hard to sleep tonight.
Unless they have a sleep number bed.
They know that Santa is on his way.
And if he's tipsy, he can still get there with the safety of Uber.
He's loaded lots of toys and goodies in his sleigh.
Not quite as roomy as an all-new 2021 Chevrolet Suburban.
And every mother's child is gonna spy.
Don't miss your favorite spy, James Bond, and No Time to Die on AMC.
To see if reindeer really know how to fly.
The friendly skies have united.
And so I'm offering this simple phrase.
Hot Pockets.
to kids from 1 to 92.
And if you're 92, Metamucil is for you.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
Christmas is brought to you by the National Football League.
To you.
That's you, UPS, moving at the speed of business. And for more information about chestnuts, go to deesnuts.com.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Man, that was almost too good. You guys were
great. Commercial Christmas song. Thank you, Patty G. Everyone did a very nice job that time.
It was almost perfect.
Wasn't the train wreck that the last three have been.
No, that was great. And by the way, you will be hearing from my agent. I do expect all scripts one day ahead and in standard Courier New font.
Certainly.
You're very, very welcome. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Rob Haney. We have kangaroos in the news.
They creep me
And
out.
we've got a really cool story about a treasure hunter.
Treasure hunter?
Yeah, a legit treasure hunter. And well,
Legit.
Wait a minute. Is it a guy in socks with a metal detector?
No, this guy's a
it's
real...
millions of dollars in gold
And
from
he's
a
in
ship,
prison.
sunken ship, and he's in jail.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
and sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Don't forget, Bob and Tom tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. We call it Bob and Tom Tonight. 20 minutes of the best of today's show on video tonight. How did the cast react to that joke? What did Chick look like when he gave Josh the business? Why was Tom so irritated? All of these things can be answered while you watch Bob and Tom Tonight. Well, they may not be answered, but they are questions. 20 minutes of the best of today's show tonight. Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Check it out.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Congressional leaders appear to be on the brink of a COVID-19 economic aid package, but there's no deal quite yet. Negotiators went home from the Capitol Wednesday night. An agreement seemed near that would extend help to individuals and businesses as shipped coronavirus vaccines start to hit around the country. Negotiators are working on a $900 billion package that will revive subsidies for businesses hit hard by the pandemic. They're looking at new direct payments of about $600 to most Americans. A Chinese space capsule has returned to Earth with the first fresh rock samples from the moon in more than 40 years. The China National Space Administration says the capsule of the Chang'e 5 probe landed in Inner Mongolia just after 2 a.m. It earlier separated from its orbiter module and performed a bounce off Earth's atmosphere to reduce its speed before passing through and floating down on parachutes. It's the latest breakthrough for China's increasingly ambitious space program that also includes a robotic mission to Mars and plans for a permanent orbiting space station. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I see your mouths moving, but if you're not holding food, I'm really not paying attention.
No.
My gosh.
Poor Josh.
Poor Joshy. If
That'll
I lose
happen
weight,
within
am I
time.
fired?
Yes.
Is it in my contract that I have to remain fat?
Oh, God forbid you ever
So
lose
that
weight.
you have something to talk about?
What are you going to do if he gets in shape and loses some weight? What are you going to do?
Well, then he'll be bald, so we'll have that.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
In the studio with us, comedian Mike McCrae. I understand you're a big Indiana Jones guy. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite movie series ever, man. And those movies are always like, when I went to college, I would watch those all the time. I'd be like that would be the professor to have for any kind of class. Because he just, every semester he just, takes off for 3 or 4 weeks to save the world. Or find some Inca staff in Peru or something, Like he walks into the first day. All right, class, my name is Dr. Indiana Jones. I'll be your professor for Archaeology 101. His dad busts in the door. Junior, Dad, I'm teaching class here. Junior, there's no time. Rommel Zombie's about to uncover the sword of destiny in a Vandalic horde in Tunisia. Look, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time. It's not just any sword, Junior. It's Balmung. Balmung. The legendary sword of Siegfried, bestowed by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians, and then lost for 1,000 years. Class is like, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, go find it. Go save the world. We'll be here when you get back. We'll be at the bar, or the speakeasy, or whatever they had back then. It'll be perfect. Class is partying afterwards. Hey, man, what I tell you every semester?
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you though, it's tough because I got these names.
902 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. She's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We're going to have a cloudy day today with a high of 32. Some clearing overnight down to 24, partly cloudy and 40 tomorrow. Right now we have cloudy skies, 30 degrees.
Thank you, Christy Lee.
Sure.
Lots of cool action, including in the evenings, Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Very cool, very Christmassy. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Ace Cosby is getting ready for a big night tonight. Ordinarily, when I say a big night for Ace, I'm talking about soft music, caviar on a paper plate.
Yeah, and then he gets out of the car and puts the woman in the trunk. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Duct tape. And he walks up. But what's that phrase you like to say to the ladies, Ace?
It's time.
It's time. Tonight, it's time for the NFL with your favorite team.
That's right, the Las Vegas. They're in Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas Raiders.
Against the team that's now in Los Angeles.
Yep.
San Diego. No, Los Angeles, San Diego, now Los Angeles again.
The Los Angeles Chargers. And so you're picking that for a shoe-in pick?
No.
He played the music.
How did you get that idea?
Isn't the...
Christy, can I talk to you?
You played the music as commissioner. That means you have to pick the game.
Because you said the NFL.
And then, of course, Ace just called you a chicken.
This is a mess. Oh, yeah, that's hurtful. This is a mess of a game. I don't know, man.
Plus, the Raiders have 4 starters on defense out.
They do for tonight?
Yeah, for the COVID.
Already making it.
This is a sucker bet. Chargers +3, but who's the biggest sucker you know? That's right. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers plus a field goal tonight and see what happens. Although they just lost. Should I, for the first time ever in the history of the shoe-in, just totally reverse myself? Although if I pick the Chargers and which is funnier? I pick the Chargers and the Raiders win, or I pick the Raiders and they lose. Which is funnier?
The funniest thing is when you just missed it because of the spread.
Okay, so I think the best I can hope for tonight's a push, so I'm going to take Chargers +3.
Okay,
there you go.
Chick. And then obviously you're going to take the your favorite team, right?
You're going to take the Raiders -3?
Well, the Chargers have that incredible rookie quarterback.
He's got a pretty big arm, Justin Herbert.
Okay, well,
and the Raiders have no defense.
And the Raiders must win, so they will.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Ace. Let's just go around the horn here. There's Josh Arnold, whose favorite football team abandoned his city, so he's shunned them. Let's see.
Didn't really care about them.
Like most St. Louisans, he barely noticed. That's the reason they moved.
Is it St. Louisan or St. Louisan?
Louisan.
Oh, it is Louisan?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think it should be? They'll change it just because you want them to.
St. Louisan sounds a little more dignified.
Actually, maybe I have heard St. Louis. I don't know. Don't bother me, will you?
Christy Lee, Brownsburgian. Where were you? What city are you from?
No, I'm from Indianapolis.
Oh, I thought you were from Brownsburg.
No.
No idea. Okay, Pat Godwin, you're from...
Dallas, Pennsylvania.
Dallas, Pennsylvania. Well, that's a lot of explaining to do.
No kidding.
Not really. You say Dallas, Pennsylvania, and they go, oh, there must be a town in Pennsylvania.
Josh, are you in a bad mood today?
No.
There's
that's why you... And you're talking to Pat, so you want to get out of the conversation as quickly as possible.
That's
hurtful.
hurtful.
That's Pennsylvania.
We have Dallas, Pennsylvania, London, Ohio. This is pretty interesting.
There's a city called Indiana, Pennsylvania?
Yes, that's right.
It's like the end of Chinatown.
Here we go again.
Would you just look? Would you read a synopsis of the movie?
I love the movie
What
Chinatown.
the father does. Could you just take a look at it?
Very unfortunate. And this is Tom speaking. Okay, there's Willie G, Patty G.
I have a great story for Willie.
Okay, good. What is it?
Taco Bell.
That's right.
Is adding a few more menu items after cutting out some fan favorites.
They'd better put Mexican pizza
Let's
back.
get these spicy potatoes back, people.
The nacho fries.
What?
Loaded nacho taco and Bacon Club Chalupa will return for a limited time starting December 24th.
Josh, have they swayed you?
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't recognize them as an entity anymore.
Yeah, what did they take away that's got you upset?
The Mexican pizza.
Yeah, that's right. The Mexican pizza.
Uh-huh.
Because the cardboard is too much for the environment to handle.
Is that why?
Yes. No, who knows why?
Okay.
They're dead to me.
So they got rid of the shredded chicken soft taco, shredded chicken burrito, and shredded chicken quesadilla melt, according to this.
I don't have a problem.
That's a bummer. I liked that. Well, yeah, they got rid of... my favorites was the quesalupa, which that only existed from like the Super Bowl to the World Series. I remember that. They plugged it during the Super Bowl.
What is it? The quesalupa?
The quesalupa. It was a chalupa chick, but the breading of the chalupa was a quesadilla. Extra cheese, sister. And then they had spicy potato soft taco. And
couldn't you just roll up and say, give me $17 worth? Couldn't you do that?
They all taste about
you're
the
getting
same.
gas?
Yeah.
And the nacho fries, by the way, originally introduced in 2018, quickly became the most successful menu item ever for Taco Bell.
So naturally, they yanked it away.
Yeah.
They're nacho fries.
Are these mine?
See,
those are not your
See, this is the Tom I love.
That's, I mean,
a silly, stupid.
Laying in wait.
You're not this
yes.
Tom often enough anymore.
We have a story that was for Willie.
I have a real question. I have a question
Yeah.
for Mr. Pat. Yes, sir. You're from Dallas,
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Named by the same guy that named Dallas, Texas.
Oh, no kidding.
Leo Dallas, yeah.
Is there
Leo Dallas?
Is there like a strip? Is there a strip mall called Dealey Plaza?
There is not.
A lot of grassy
We do have we do have a grassy knoll.
If someone tried to name a little strip mall Dealey Plaza, would that get shut down?
Yes.
Would that be considered in poor taste?
Probably.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Unless everyone's under the age of 40.
They don't make Kennedy hats, probably. They wouldn't make Kennedy steel hats, probably. Okay?
So I had a story for Willie. Now I have a story for Tom.
Oh, boy.
Samsung is now selling a dresser that will sanitize your clothes.
Really?
He's going to
the
get
UV dresser
The
type?
so-called air dresser, Josh.
Tom is making arrangements right
online
now.
right now.
Combines
Amazon.
powerful steam and air to relax light wrinkles and remove 99% of common bacteria, dust mites, and odors from your clothing.
Steaming, you're just asking for warping.
I'm looking at this. It looks more like a little miniature closet.
The device, which offers a capacity of 6 garments, is equipped with self-cleaning technology and can be controlled from a smartphone app. It's going to be selling for $1,349 for 6 items of clothing.
So it looks like you put them in there and turn this thing on and then take them out. Or just go to a dry cleaner like every other person.
Yeah, for $6.
Well, yeah.
Did they ever try to have dry cleaning at home in a unit like this?
Well, you have dry cleaning in your dryer that...
Yeah, they're
they have that.
dry cleaning kits.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like coffee to me. The coffee is out there. The dry cleaners they're out there. They do such a nice job.
I had a corduroy suit jacket. With
nice.
Brown patches on the elbow.
Yes.
Very nice. That I bought in Korea, and I brought it. I brought it back to the States, and I liked it. It was pretentious or whatever. And
Professorial.
I went to get it dry cleaned, and when I picked it up, it smelled so bad. And she goes, "Oh, the chemicals must have." I went, "Chemicals? I thought it was dry cleaning."
They will ruin whatever they want, and you can't do anything about it.
True.
It is. They are all criminals, dry cleaners.
False. You're at their mercy.
I have very good dry
There
cleaners.
needs to be some sort of policy, some sort of insurance. I had this great comforter that my mom bought me, and it was dry clean only, and I didn't put it in the machine. And I go, hey, this is kind of a weird thing. I don't want to be weird about this, but my mom got me this. I like it a lot. And I picked, and it was just ruined. It was made of sandpaper now, Josh.
Can't sleep with that.
You can just hear a hint of Big Daddy coming through.
Yeah, man.
Well, and then the worst part of this, it was because they wouldn't let me pay by card. I hate this place, and I had to go to the bank the day before, and so all I had was I had $100 bill, and then I had to walk around at 8 in the morning trying to break a damn $100 bill. I hate that place. It's on Halstead in Chicago. Never go there. It's terrible.
Never go there.
I can remember one time walking to a place that had the giant sign that said 1 hour cleaning.
Oh, yeah, they all do that.
I said, I'd like this in an hour. They laughed.
Yes.
Yeah, you can have it an hour after 3 o'clock next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Did you say, I don't know where I got that idea? Oh, it's on your side.
The 6'1". Well, and then I'm sure I probably should look at this. What's the difference between martinizing and dry cleaning?
I have no idea.
How'd that guy get his name on
So,
that?
Josh, what happened to your jacket?
They tried cleaning it again, and it still didn't get the chemicals out.
Was it because you bought it in Korea, maybe? Was it some kind of weird fabric?
Oh,
no, because I had it dry cleaned in Korea a couple times.
Was there a dead bat inside it?
Could you not just let it air out?
Should leave a banana in the pocket?
No, the fabric itself smelled. So
did you leave a banana in the pocket? Is what Pat had.
You know what, Pat? At least it was fruit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not like a pizza.
Yeah, I didn't say burrito supreme or whatever.
You always got to check your interior pockets to make sure you didn't leave any taco sauce in there.
Josh, my mom.
I just worry about a stray Kleenex every now and then. I don't worry about taco sauce.
Christy, growing up, my mom used to find chicken wings in my pockets.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone called me Chicken Wing Willie. It was a whole thing for a while. Third grade.
What do you mean?
The first
reading
of it? Third
It's
grade.
back, baby.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, chicken wing.
Christy, I have a question for you. I've been reading about this raw denim.
Yep.
If you put raw denim into one of these machines, will it cook it?
No, but it'll certainly fade a lot. You'll get a lot
you
of
do not want
dye.
to wear raw denim. You can get salmonella that way.
Can you? Okay, you got to cook it
Raw
first.
denim.
Okay. Now, what have we got coming up?
Well, we still have our treasure hunter in the news. We still have kangaroos in the news, which freaked me out. And
I choose kangaroos in the news. We'll be back with more Dr. Seuss.
And if you're scheduling surgery, you might want to find out your surgeon's birthday before you do it.
That's the weirdest. I'd like to see the stats on that.
I have them right here.
I'm skeptical. I would be more concerned about the day after the surgeon's birthday. But right now, I want to remind you about cybercrime. The FBI is going, hello. Guess what's gone way up in the last, 9 months we've been dealing with this COVID thing. Security experts are recommending checking your credit score, being very careful out there with your credit cards. Identity theft is everywhere. Make sure you've got a very difficult password on your email. And you just can't keep your eyes on everything. That's where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock is the leader in identity theft protection. LifeLock is a very inexpensive service, and what they're doing is keeping an eye on things, making sure someone doesn't buy a car using your identity, or, for example, your social security number could be for sale right now on the dark web. So check out LifeLock. Like I said, very inexpensive, and we've got a great offer coming up in a matter of seconds. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. LifeLock can help you feel warm and protected. How about that? Like you're by a nice fire for the holiday season, and you're not worried about what's going on out there in the ether because you've got LifeLock. Save up to 25% off on your first year. That's right. Knock off 25%. LifeLock.com. If you use the promo code TOM25. That's TOM25. 25% off at LifeLock.com. Promo code TOM25. You will sleep better knowing someone's watching all those numbers you've pumped into that phone. Coming up, we're going to chat with comedian Rob Haney, and we're going to find out about the, what was the Dr. Seuss thing again?
Choose the news about kangaroos.
Oh, I love that.
I've got the blues.
Don't snooze.
Drink some booze.
or you'll lose.
Merry Christmas, unless you're one of... No,
we'll be back.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Dr. Will Miller. Hope you're having a great holiday season. I'm Mark Allison. The laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. We call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce. Ace Cosby's your host. All the fun without really that much effort. Keep your smile going all day and keep those coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. Well, it's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. You're welcome.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Ludacris will appear on a special edition of The Price is Right. He will play to help contestants win prizes and benefit his Ludacris Foundation. That special will air on January 13th on CBS. Chance the Rapper will decorate cookies, sit in front of a fireplace, and rap about Christmas. His holiday special is called Chi-Town Christmas. It airs tomorrow on Instagram, YouTube, and in virtual reality on Oculus. And singer Randy Owen of Alabama will be the honorary co-chair of the World Games 2022, which are going to be held in Birmingham, Alabama. He'll be part of the opening and closing ceremonies. Charles Barkley also is a co-chair. The World Games are patterned after the Olympics, but showcase athletic events not part of the Olympics. Among those, parachuting, bowling, flying discs, dance sports, and surfing. And the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is boasting of the success of Truman. Who's Truman? Well, he's a black Labrador retriever, and he's trained to sniff out pythons. Wildlife officials trained him and another dog to detect a python scent and alert their handlers when they do. Last week, Truman became the first to pass the literal smell test when he spotted an 8-foot Burmese python in Miami-Dade County. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why was the snowman rummaging through a bag of carrots?
Why was the snowman rummaging through a bag of carrots?
He was picking his nose.
Great. Great.
Let me tell you something. It could be the time of year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for Josh Arnold's joke of the day. Since he did not approve of Ace's joke, go ahead.
Guy goes to the doctor. Doctor says, "What can I do for you, sir?" He goes, "Well, I've got 5 penises." Guy goes, "Well, you have 5 penises? My gosh, how do your pants fit?" Guy goes, "Like a glove."
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Brand new feature, Biff Whiskey, Frontier Lifeguard. As told by Arnie Whiskey, Frontier Golfer.
I should have known.
Well, you know, I was a man about town and also at the Whiskeyville Country Club and Salad Bar. Of course, the country club, we have our very own swimming pool. And, of course, we had to have a lifeguard for the youngsters there. Well, we hired a young fellow named Biff Whiskey, and he was the lifeguard, you know, at the pool. Well, this young fellow walks up to Biff, and he goes, "Excuse me, Biff, but what's the best way to teach a girl to swim?" And Biff says, "Come here, young fella." He goes, "Now, here's how it's done. First, you walk her slowly into the water, all right? Then you put your arms gently around her waist. Then you rub your hands delicately up and down her arms. Then just kind of lean over and softly kiss her on the neck." The young fella says, wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister." He goes, "In that case, just push her in the deep end."
Except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob.
9:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy, what's the weather?
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy, cold, 32 for the high, clearing late down to 24, and then partly cloudy with a high of 40 tomorrow. 30 degrees right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Lots of action in the world of sports. Big Ten Championship, Lucas Oil Saturday at noon.
Yep.
Also, Colts at home versus Houston. That's coming up on Sunday. Getting some great use out of the facility. I can't wait till we can pack it again with lots of human beings. Right?
Right.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right.
Well, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's look around the room here. I'll do it by attractiveness of shirt.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
I feel good about this one.
Josh Arnold.
Yeah.
With that
Wait a
beautiful
minute.
blue flannel.
I have 3 shirts you can choose.
Is right over there at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair. Christy, I can't see your shirt. But,
I'm just wearing a gray sweater.
Well, it's got the full zipper in the front?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, party time, party time.
Yep.
Christy's number 2 on our list, of course. So she is, by the way, in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Chick, stand up. Let me see your 3 shirts. I can't see them because of the microphone.
It's a pretty handsome ensemble right there. They call him a layer king.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you 3rd place. Chick McGee, looking very nice. Ace has
I was about to
NFL.
say, you're insulting 2 people.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
I bought that shirt that he's wearing.
You bought the shirt Ace is wearing? Was that a Christmas gift?
No, we didn't.
No, I meant to hit Redskin at the time, and it popped up Raiders, and I thought, well, who the hell's going to wipe my ass with it? Or I could give it to Ace. So I gave it. Is that too edgy? Is that too edgy?
I liked it.
He's edgy and he layers.
This show has a lot of class. All of it 3rd, by the way.
That's right.
Let's see, where was it? Ace, that's a very nice shirt, Ace. Let's see, Willie G, Patty G. Yeah, Willie, you're next. That's you got like a hoodie on and a what is that, a jacket? And then
What's wrong with
Pat's
you?
shirt is
It's your shirts.
I know, but one of my old ones. And the shirt I'm wearing is
Exactly the same.
It's got a huge hole in it and a massive stain, and so I'm coming in last. This is Tom speaking. Patty G. Pat, when are we going to get this new song of yours on the air?
Whenever you want.
Okay, well, we can't do it right now. I'm so sorry. We have We have been interviewing people on the so-called Zoom.
Right.
So we can see them as we talk to them where they may be. We are talking to comedian Rob Haney. Therefore, we are not going to be on Zoom because that would require a modicum of skill in the realm of contemporary technique.
Oh, look at that photo, though.
Oh, it's a photo. We have a photo of Rob, which is interesting. That's a daguerreotype that was taken by Matthew Brady.
Are you in a grave? Where is it? You are in a grave.
Rob, that looks like you're a realtor trying to sell houses to ghosts.
What the hell?
What is going on?
You're leaning on a tombstone.
Rob, what tombstone is that? I can't see. Is there?
Well, it says heckler on it. My desire is to have my ashes thrown at it after I die, so I get the last word into a heckler.
I see.
Oh, it's, unfortunately, the version we have, they cropped it, so we missed the joke, but part of it. But it is a very nice shot of you.
You missed the whole joke. It just looked like he was wandering around in a graveyard.
But you're wearing a nice crisp suit. I would have introduced you first. You've got that nice blue shirt on, nice jacket. How long ago was this taken?
A while ago. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I tell you what, though, making fun of me again about not zooming, here's the upside. How's my lighting, Tom?
Oh.
That's excellent. Yeah, really good. You look really nice. I'm judging by the facial hair. I'm guessing it was taken about 2003.
Yeah, I did that when I started going bald. I thought it would distract people from the hair loss on top.
A lot of us tried that. Doesn't work.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Okay, well.
It's like a fat kid wearing a T-shirt at the pool. All it does is draw attention to the fact that you're fat.
Wait, that didn't work? Everybody knew?
Why is that kid wearing a T-shirt? Oh, okay, he's fat.
No, are you having a happy holiday season, Rob?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in a bad streak of luck. I've always been lucky that way. Everything goes my way or nothing goes my way. Like the other day, just my luck, I got a zit, and it was right above the mask line. Tell you the truth, you talk about me being old. At my age, I don't mind wearing a mask. I don't even have to put my teeth in.
Aging.
Well, as I age here, I don't know. It just seems like time moves faster and faster. And if you're a parent, you know I'm telling the truth. Your kids grow up so very, very fast.
Oh, yes.
Well, unless you're paying child support, then maybe not so much. You know, as I get older here, I don't have a lot of regrets, but I would like to get back all the time I spent trying to separate those damn produce bags at the grocery store.
No kidding.
Amen.
I couldn't agree more.
I'd also like to have all the time back I've spent on hold.
Yeah.
Well, here I got an idea. I mean, to me, they should at least let you pick or select the music that you want to hear.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
For country, press 1. For classic rock, press 2. Don't you hate it when you're on hold forever? They finally play a song that you like, and they go, "Thanks for waiting. Can I help you?" I'm like, "Oh man, just let me finish that song. I'm in this deep. You know what the hell?" Nah, it's just been nothing but one disappointment after another. They canceled my high school reunion.
Oh.
And, yeah, so I got the hair plugs for nothing. And, naturally, I was disappointed, but my mail-order bride took it really hard.
Oh.
Yes. You want to
she really wanted to meet
I let her
everybody.
ride around all night in the stretch limo that I rented since I couldn't get my deposit back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just nothing's been going well for me. I don't know if you guys saw the last Bengals game, but I purchased one of those cardboard cutouts of a fan of myself.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
That was really embarrassing. The cardboard usher came up, wanted to see my ticket.
Oh, gosh.
Then they moved my picture up to the nosebleed seats.
That is
you know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the holidays, I guess. Well, New Year's Eve is something I look forward to, but made me realize last year I threw a party at my house, and I must not be a lot of fun. It party broke up around 11.
That's a bad New Year's party.
That's bad.
Yeah, suddenly my
sign.
friends remembered they did have to work tomorrow. Yeah. It's been like anything else. I spent a lot of time at home. In fact, the other day I was putting my clean laundry away in my dresser, and I noticed I have a surprising amount of work clothes considering how little work I actually do. Here in my defense, I'm not lazy. I'm a recovering workaholic.
I see.
You think I like watching my wife shovel snow or mow the lawn? No, I don't. I lift one finger, I could fall off the wagon and be back at it 24/7.
One day at a time, Rob.
Work it like you're worth it.
Progress.
Yeah, and this whole, like a lot of people, this whole pandemic thing, I haven't been on the scales, but I'm pretty sure I've put on some weight. Well, I had to add a couple of feet to my selfie stick.
High angles.
It's a big face.
Now I'm going to try to get in shape. I've been doing that CrossFit thing.
Yeah?
Actually, it's surprisingly easy. I was doing that tire thing where you flip it over.
Oh, yeah.
It was really easy. Well, although I was using that little itty-bitty spare tire they give you now.
Yeah, the donut tire.
It's smaller.
I'm looking forward to Christmas like everybody. It's not going to be Christmas like normal, but I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Of course, Christmas brings back a lot of fond memories, but and some sad ones too. I remember when I was a kid, I actually saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus, which that was a little disturbing because I didn't know our neighbor, Mr. Thursby, was Santa Claus.
Thursby. Floyd Thursby.
Heard you guys talking yesterday about optional clothing beaches.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You ever been to one?
No, I haven't.
I went to one on St. Martin, and the lifeguard told me to put my clothes back on. I said, hey, I thought this was a clothing optional beach. He said it is, but it's our option, not yours.
Wow. It's leaving your house at 11 on New Year's Eve.
Well, I think we're done here. I mean, if you got any questions you'd like to ask me, but in my defense, I didn't get the Bob and Tom Player script. So
Yeah, true.
Okay,
Yeah.
just, we
I
missed,
don't know where we're at.
we were talking about dry cleaning, so you missed that hunk. Willie was very upset. I'm a big fan of professional dry cleaning. I assume you are as well.
Well, I mean, I was surprised it says professional. I mean, does somebody do it for a hobby?
Freelance dry cleaner?
I'm not a pro or nothing. I just, dabble around in the basement.
Rob Haney, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Rob.
Happy holidays,
Take care,
Rob.
you guys.
Great
Merry
Christmas.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Yes, you too.
Rob, a diehard Bengals fan.
Yeah, tough. That's tough.
Boy, but he did get one of those cardboard cutouts, and if you watch really carefully, you can see way up there in the nosebleeds. One lone cutout. That's sad.
Not even the cutout is well seated.
Christy, you said that you hate kangaroos, which seems weird.
Well, hate is a strong term. They scare me. I don't hate them. They just scare me.
Yeah, you don't know them, right?
Creatures.
Yeah.
I don't know them. I mean, I've carried around a Joey in a little pouch before. They're cute, but the full-grown, ugh.
Why are they called Joeys?
I don't know the answer to that.
Kangaroo scientists they love Friends, and Matt LeBlanc's character was real good. So
And the
sort of an
baby kangaroo
homage.
makes a noise that sounds like "How you doing?" And
How you doing?
I thought it was Bonanza, but
Anyway,
famous
there's
Joes on TV, and in the 50s, Joe McCarthy.
Oh, yeah, he was on TV.
let's go back farther.
a recent study suggests kangaroos can communicate with humans. Researchers found kangaroos were able to, quote, ask for help, Josh, by gazing intently at a researcher when trying to get food in a closed box.
Hello.
Study co-author Dr. Alexandra Green said, quote, some of them used their nose to nudge the human, and some approached the human and started scratching at him, asking for assistance.
Well,
they're creepy.
Many animals do this.
Yeah, my dog will open the. Of course.
Yeah.
I guess these.
I agree.
Wild, and dogs, they do the staring thing all the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you the stare means if I've done the translation? You can eat that. I haven't eaten, I've never eaten. I'm a dog.
My new thing, the dog gets on the bed, all fours, stares at me while I'm dead asleep at 2 a.m. until I wake up and let him out. Like, are you getting up?
Well,
doesn't make a sound, just staring.
A lot of times when I have a woman in the bed, I do the same thing.
Do you really on all
fours? On all
fours?
fours and just stare at her until Until something happens. Sex.
Oh, you're trying to do it.
You lift your leg. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little.
So this is they're saying the kangaroos are primarily communicating by staring at the people.
Yeah, or clawing at them, which would hurt.
Have you ever seen the claws on the kangaroo?
I know.
Oh, they're rough. Yeah. What are they? Are they hooves or are they? They don't. Do they have little
They're like
fingernails?
They don't have hooves.
I don't know.
They're claws.
Okay,
Look
it's
at
just
them.
Like a dragon does.
Scary.
Like a dragon do.
So
no one do like a dragon do.
It's true.
They communicate. They say stuff like, "Hey, can you get my car keys out of my pocket? I can't get my hand in there."
Yeah, we mind reaching in there, huh?
And they also say, "I hate it when the kids play inside."
Oh, that's a classic. That is a classic. That's a classic. Oh, Christy, what else you got?
Well, if you are going to be scheduling surgery soon, there's a new study out there that found elderly patients who underwent emergency surgery on their surgeon's birthday. Now, there's a lot of...
What?
Yeah.
So you're in the ambulance.
You're an elderly patient.
Right.
And you have to have surgery, and it's your surgeon's birthday. You have a significantly higher 30-day mortality rate than patients whose surgery took place any other day of the year.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
That makes no sense.
Is it because the surgeon just isn't focused? They may not want to be there?
Because they got called in on their birthday.
Right.
Yeah, because it's an emergency
I would
surgery.
think it would be the day after the birthday that'd be the rough day.
Yeah.
Well, usually if you're a decent surgeon, you're not partying on your birthday anyway.
Yeah, surgeons drink every night of the week. They don't care.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, really. That was extreme.
Booze hounds, all of them.
I remember we had a study a few years ago. They said, didn't they say the best day to have surgery was a Tuesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Depending on, and there was something about if your surgeon's a football fan, if he or she is.
Hey, you don't want a Tuesday if you're a Monday Night Football fan.
Wow.
I guess Wednesday.
Who is this stuff helping?
I don't know.
People going in for surgery are already nervous enough.
Right.
Can you imagine the night the doc? Hey, listen, I'm coming in tomorrow. It's not your birthday, is it? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Oh, it is? Well, we're going to put this off.
Yeah.
Well, then your appendix will burst.
Okay.
Which is it?
Do most people take their birthdays off work?
Yeah, right.
Is that what they do?
I don't know.
Not that I've ever noticed.
I did.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
In the work.
You
I
used
did
to,
this
Christy?
year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you did. Yeah.
Usually we're on vacation on my birthday, but this year we weren't, so I took it off.
Now,
anyway.
so you're saying that the patients have a higher mortality, or they die more if it's the surgeon's birthday? Is it because they get germs when the hot nurse comes out of the cake?
Oh,
Could be.
Ta-da!
I've never witnessed that in real life. Have you? A girl popping
No,
out?
but I mean, I'm just joking.
Well, I know, but
rather humorous in the ER to have a cake rolled in.
I was turning the joke into a real conversation.
I thought we did do this.
That's what we did.
Trying to make it real. It's not like the script you give us every morning. We're trying to
ask you a real question.
Are we on page 72? I'm totally lost.
73. That's your problem.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's what I want for my next birthday, a woman jumping out of a cake.
I thought we did
So long
that
as
at
she
a
doesn't-
comedy club for a joke once.
Didn't
we?
I don't.
For somebody's birthday?
If it was, I was not
Yes,
there.
Does the cake need to be an actual cake, or can it be just something that looks like a cake?
Well, they usually just
What,
look
you want
like
to hurt
a
my
cake.
feelings? It's got to be a real cake.
That's so much cake, Josh.
Yeah, she's going to be full of cake.
Yeah, I'll Scooby it off of her.
Is it your favorite dessert? Cake your favorite dessert?
Like a vacuum. Run the Scoobying it off her system works in what way?
I lick the cake off of her, yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes Scooby, he would suck in with such velocity, he would create a vacuum of sorts, and then the food would just fly off of her into his mouth.
Sure, yeah.
Top 3 desserts. Number 1.
Wow, this is broad, all right.
Cake? Any cake? Cake or ice cream? Cake, ice cream, or...
We've had no time.
Creme brulee?
Is it donuts? Is
Cake,
it donut
ice
dessert?
cream, or flan? Which do you like?
Flan.
Cake.
Cake, oh,
Get your
okay.
flan, get out of here. Give me a cake.
I don't know. Pie's awfully good.
What about a pie?
Now, why don't you do it with a holiday theme? Top 3 Christmas time desserts.
Pecan pie, I think, is number 1. Was and always will be number 1.
Pecan pie?
Pecan pie.
Oh.
Are you going to have pumpkin? Is that what you're doing? Pumpkin pie? Cake? What kind of cake? Top 3 cakes. Go ahead if that makes you feel better.
He's insisting we do this.
What you got, Arnold?
He started.
I was trying to narrow it just slightly.
I know.
To the holiday season.
All right. Favorite thing to eat.
Steven Singer Jewelers.
Water or air? What do you like?
Steven Singer Jewelers made food. I'd go eat there. I know. I tell you that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Well, where are you sitting right now, John?
At the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk.
That's
and people
right.
may say, well, you don't really hate Steven Singer.
Not at all, but you know who does, his competitors.
You go to IHateStevenSinger.com. In fact, I would do this exactly right now today because a week from tomorrow is Christmas. So a lot of folks need those presents.
So this is Christmas.
We can make it real easy, by the way. IHateStevenSinger.com. If you're looking for something that one click will do it, Steven's brand new Star of Love diamond necklace. You cannot go wrong. It's a stunning diamond star necklace, dripping in real sparkling diamonds, open heart in the center. This beautiful necklace is just $128. Don't wait. You got to do it right now. Get that order in before 2. They almost always go out this day. That's right. You get your orders in by 2 o'clock Eastern time, and they've got them boxed and ready to go safely on their way to you at IHateStevenSinger.com. Once again, click on the Star of Love diamond necklace. IHateStevenSinger.com. We are a week away plus. And this year, more than ever, you've got to act quickly and act now because of everything getting shipped. So please look at the huge variety of stuff. IHateStevenSinger.com, but the one click for the Star of Love diamond necklace. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, found Chihuahua. And today in history, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. BobandTom@BobandTom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Make sure you check out bobandtom.com for all the latest highlights, news, and information about the Bob and Tom Show. Again, we're going to be having our gift exchange on Friday, and then we're going to be taking a holiday break, much deserved after this great year of 2020. But we will be back live in studio beginning Monday, January 4th, and Christopher will be hosting the Best of shows, as we call them, over the holiday break, and they truly are Best of Bob and Tom shows. We hope you enjoy your holidays, and we'll be back with the more of the Bob and Tom Show on a Thursday right after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. From college football, at least 5 Power 5 teams have now withdrawn from consideration for a bowl game. Kansas State is the latest. The school has paused all football activities indefinitely amid an outbreak of positive COVID cases and contact tracing. The First Responders Bowl in Texas, the likely destination for Kansas State. Wildcats are the first Big 12 team to withdraw. They joined 3 ACC teams, Boston College, Virginia, and Pitt, and Stanford out of the Pac-12. In the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens have placed receivers Marquise Brown, Miles Boykin, and James Proche on the reserve COVID list, leaving their status uncertain for Sunday's game against the Jaguars. Brown scored a key touchdown for Baltimore in the fourth quarter of Monday's 47-42 victory at Cleveland. NFL owners have delayed a decision on implementing a 17-game regular season for 2021. The NFL and the Players Union agreed during collective bargaining talks earlier this year to adding one regular season game to the schedule, but not before next season. Thursday night football tonight, Raiders and the Chargers, and Major League Baseball and the managers say that they have been instructed to prepare for spring training to start on time in mid-February, despite uncertainty around the coronavirus. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You don't have a vanity plate, do you, Ace?
No.
Anybody here have one?
If I ever get a vanity plate, it's going to be Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati. Yeah.
Too many letters.
You only get 8 characters.
I mean,
dude.
Shut up!
Do you know how tough it was for Godwin to get I am horny?
No, it's I am horny, ... so horny.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1896. The place just outside of Athens, near the town of Stactontopolis, Greece. While preparing for the first modern Olympics, organizers were forced to eliminate a track and field event. In what will surely go down as the biggest bloodbath in Olympic history, runners from 5 teams were injured at the initial time trials of the 100-meter razor hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women.
9:45 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And Christy's got an update on the weather forecast.
Yes, it's going to be cloudy today with a high of only 32. Some clearing overnight down to 24, which means we'll see a bit of sunshine tomorrow, and a high of 30 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Don't forget the lights, the beautiful lights, the Christmas Nights of Lights, to be precise, at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. You can check those out this weekend or maybe tonight. They look great. They look especially great with a little bit of snow out there. Very Christmassy, of course. Our TV show is on tonight. It's called Bob and Tom Tonight. You'll find it at My Indy TV 23. Colts in action. Also, by the way, on Saturday, it's the Big Ten Championship at Lucas Oil. And the Colts once again up against Houston this Sunday. Now, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's see. Ace, Chick, check. Josh, you know, we have not done the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
We haven't.
At this point, it's just time to kill the music.
My.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just any table over there. It's a table and a chair. It happens to be the OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby joke of the day, table and chair. Ace, what's happening?
What would you call a cat walking down a beach?
A cat walking down a beach. I don't know.
Sandy Claus.
You know what? In my head, I thought, Sandy Claus? And then I thought,
I did not. I enjoyed that. I did not know it was going to be
keep it seasonal.
A nice seasonal theme. I did not see that coming. Thank you very much. Now, Ace, it's my understanding.
Thank you.
That there is a video, the greatest hits of Ace Cosby. What is it?
2-3 minutes? What is it?
Jeff put together a montage of some of the greatest hits.
A montage.
How about that?
And Chick's reactions. It's all found on our social media and bobandtom.com.
Okay, you can see the Ace Cosby jokes of the day. That is really
because a lot of people miss them. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Well, because we're not at the same time.
Turn them down when you're talking.
Okay.
One man's trash.
Right. Another man's garbage.
Another man's volume control.
That's right.
Okay, there's Willie G, Christy Lee, Patty G. I'm Tom. There's Josh, and did I get Christy in there? And Chick McGee. Okay.
Josh Arnold.
Thank you very much. I got Josh in there, I think. It's time now to review today in history, I think.
All right. What happened in history on this day?
Today.
In history.
Oh, we had a fill-in there.
Who's that?
Thank you, Frederick.
You're welcome, Josh.
Churchill. Happy birthday
I'm not sure who this guy is.
I'm not sure what that meant. Happy birthday, born in 1936, Jorge Mario Bergoglio.
Who the hell's that?
Oh, Chris.
George somebody.
No, it's Pope Francis. Boy, Christy.
Oh, God, I'm going to hell.
2 more days in hell.
Jeez.
Jorge,
Sorry, Pope
Georgie?
Francis.
Yeah.
Pope George?
He's 84. Right?
He's the big daddy, right?
Yes.
How did you not know who that was, Christy?
I don't know. I'm failing at everything these days.
Gates slamming shut.
Let's see. This is an easy one. I'll give this to you too, Christy. You'll get this one.
All
I
right.
got confidence in you. I feel
Okay.
like Al Jackson. Born on this day in 1945, Ernie Hudson. Nope. Oh,
Most famous for playing Winston Zeddemore.
He founded the Hudson River.
Ernie Hudson. I have no idea who that is.
Ghostbuster. Does that help at all?
No.
He was the black one.
Jesus.
Sorry.
In Ghostbusters.
He was it.
Ace, you want to do a joke of the week? Or joke of the day, maybe? And take the spotlight.
Sorry.
Okay.
He wasn't Ramus, Act or whatever. Murray, maybe.
Okay. Happy birthday, Eugene Levy.
I know who that is. Schitt's Creek, my favorite show.
I would have called it Shites Creek, but I guess that's the name of the show.
That's the name of the show. Everyone knows it.
You could name a show the House of Fuchs. And I would prefer if you went with a long U.
No charity there. They don't give in that house.
Man, that's a great show.
It's
If
a
you don't
really
watch
good
it,
show,
you're missing out.
How did
Okay.
they? All right, yeah.
Bill Pullman, born in 1953.
I love Bill Pullman.
Yeah. I always get him confused with Bill Paxton.
Everybody
It
does.
happens.
Yeah.
I don't because they look
you're smart.
different. And,
How could you forget who he is? Bill Pullman is obviously the best guy on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. I mean, so
Bill
funny.
Engvall.
Isn't he in Spaceballs? Bill
He sure
Pullman?
is. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's in a movie I love, Lucky Numbers, with John Travolta and
Lucky
Lisa Kudrow.
Oh, is that about the lottery?
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another. Christy, you'll get this one. Born in 1969, Chuck Liddell. Or is it Little?
I've always heard Liddell, right?
Is it
Chuck
Liddell?
Liddell. He's an MMA guy, right?
I thought it was Liddell. Maybe it is Liddell.
Yeah, isn't he the Mohawk guy?
Liddell.
They made it. Alex Jaw out of
Muscle.
glass. Okay, enough of that. Chuck, I hardly knew ye because I have no idea who ye are.
You know he listens.
Yeah, he does. Of course he does.
He lives right around here, too.
Okay.
I've had him on my
Has
podcast.
he been in here? Is he the guy?
Yes.
Oh,
I hope
sorry,
he
Chuck.
kicks your ass.
He's right outside the door right now.
With no explanation, comes in here and smacks you right in the face and just gets in his car and drives away.
Josh, this one's for you.
Yes, sir.
The Wright brothers made the first motorized aircraft flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, 1903. Who was the pilot?
The pilot was Sully Sullenberg.
That is
Rogers.
correct. No, who was the pilot?
I don't know who the damn pilot was.
Orville flew.
Jeez, crack open a book, Josh. Come on.
Orville?
Of course, it was Orville Wright.
All right, well, I had a 50-50 chance, and I
know.
I didn't even take one of those.
It's unbelievable. Okay.
House of Fuchs.
1964.
Up the creek.
The third James Bond film premiered starring Sean Connery. Which one was it?
Goldfinger.
Thunderbolt. Very good. It was Goldfinger. Very, very good. Do you remember Goldfinger's first name?
Oh boy, I don't.
Auric.
Auric.
A-U being gold. That's enough. It's a time review we learned on today's show, Chick McGee.
Time now for Things we learned, brought to you by Grainger. Products keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Don't invite Josh to a ping pong party. Last one he went to, they only had one ping pong ball. He walked down the stairs, said hello to everybody, and crushed the ping pong ball.
Felt bad.
Okay. Very
One person laughed harder than I've ever seen them.
Let's see. Chick likes to drink something called a purple mojito. Josh has concerns about the dog that sniffs out pythons in Florida, that this could end poorly. I agree. I'm seeing a really unfortunate thing for him. That's a very brave dog. We found out about vintage nudie magazines with names like Club, Gent, Stag, and Galaxy.
Bowling.
Christmas is a week from tomorrow. Have
Correct.
to clarify that. There'd been an error on the show. And Pat Godwin is from Dallas, Pennsylvania, where I want to go build a strip mall and call it Dealey Plaza. Boy, that's a million laughs, isn't it? Not even a chuckle. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.